We are back. We are back. We got both screens working and running. Again, Von Miller is officially a Dallas Cowboy. Again, I don't know about y'all, but I am elated. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And as you're coming to this live stream, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And yes, we are live once again. And if you haven't become a channel member subscriber yet, what are you waiting on? We have a lot of great content coming up this season. Now, let's talk facts. Cowboys Nation, I repeat what I said on the last stream. I told y'all yesterday and the day before the Dallas Cowboys were going to get Maxx Crosby. And the reason why the Cowboys got Maxx Crosby, as I told y'all yesterday, I'm not caring what anybody said, respect to what anyone else has already said, but I told y'all yesterday, Von Miller makes sense. Von Miller makes more sense than Maxx Crosby. So, this is what we're gonna talk about today. Miller over Maxx. Miller over Maxx Crosby. Not only Miller over Maxx Crosby, but I want to discuss some stuff tonight and get really deep into this whole issue. Why Von Miller over Maxx? Why did the Cowboys get Von Miller over Maxx Crosby? And the question we're going to talk about, why now? Why now? Not only why now, Cowboys Nation, we got to talk about who is out. Who is out because Von Miller is in. And I got a feeling most people are going to already know who's out because Von Miller is in. The next question we're going to deal with tonight. Are they done? Are they done? The question remains, are the Cowboys done? Then, what are the 2027 ramifications? What are the 2027 ramifications? And then, we're gonna close it out. Shannon Sharpe had to admit yesterday that the Cowboys look good in that scrimmage. Now he's gonna talk about Von Miller to the Cowboys. I haven't listened to it, so I'm excited to hear it. You'll hear over the next couple hours. But this is the show for tonight. Miller over Maxx. Why now? Who's out? Are they done? 2027 ramification. Nightcap's reaction. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Man, let's get this roll call in. I am ready to get this conversation going. What is going on, Nathan Too Tough? What is going on? Oh man, it's all good over here. All good in the hood, as we used to say. Von Miller is officially a Dallas Cowboy, or will be tomorrow. Or it is tomorrow. He'll be officially a Dallas Cowboy today. Philadelphia Cowboy, we them boys, Super Bowl bound. This is an all-in move. We're gonna talk about that in a moment. People may not realize it, but it's an all-in move. It is the Queen. What's going on, Terrell Senior? Brandy, what is going on? Brandy said, G is going to come out and come back in. Yes, thank you, Brandy. Dolores Ennis, what is going on? Marquetta, what is going on? Good to see you. The real estate vet, oh, we back, baby. We are back. Doomsday, what is going on? Yeah, Von Miller will be extremely productive playing alongside our defensive tackles. I absolutely agree. He's going to eat. I'm telling you, he's going to eat in ways that Jadeveon Clowney never ate. Oh, he going to eat. He going to eat. Kneel down. What is going on? Derrick Rose, what's going on? He said, Prophet G, let's go. I'm telling you, man. What's going on? None of your biz, Brooks. Real estate vet. Yes, sir, we are back. It is the real Chris Danzler. What's up, Chris Danzler? Good to see you tonight. Hurst Horns, Big Z's, Mark Davis. What's going on? Mark Davis, best smelling man on YouTube. I say that because he's got one of the best fragrance collections on YouTube. What's going on, Mark Davis? Always make sure you put your link. You're not spamming. Put your link down in the comments. Jaden Justin, what's going on? Andre Johnson in the building. What is going on with you tonight? Bulky Cowboys, Celtics. Marlon Dillard. What is going on? Timothy Johnson, what's going on? Miss Matrix, yeah, we live. Yeah, G, you just couldn't wait to make this your grid like the Chester. Oh, yeah, I could not wait. What's going on, Devon? SM Anderson, what's going on? Ace Wade is in the building. What is going on? Good to see you. Yeah, it is on and popping. What's going on? Yay, more Dak stress not. I'm telling you right now, the more these kind of moves the Cowboys are making, Dak is not going to stress. You know, and I just mentioned that, Miss Matrix. I think that Von Miller is an overall, if you're just talking about pass rusher, not all around, but I think pass rusher, I think Von Miller is better. I think he's better, and I think he'll fit the system because he was in Denver with Christian Parker. Marvin Mays is in the building. Robert Simmons in the building. What is going on? JCT Slice, he said, we finally got the hometown boy. He can retire at home if he helps us win the Super Bowl. He and Dak will hoist it up together. Skip Bayless is still hating on Dak. Oh, well, you know he got to try to stay relevant. Chris Dunaway is back in the building. What up, Chris Dunaway? Good to see you. Amber Soprano is in the building. What up, Amber? Doobie DC4L, what is going on? What's going on, Agon? Good to see you. Jimmy Bailey, what's going on? What's going on, Davion Wallace? Amber Soprano, I like that name. You called him Killer Miller. Yeah, I like that name right there. Killer Miller. T. Martin, what's going on? Joanna 100 in the building. Jose Lopez, what is going on tonight? Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, Brandon said Cowboys after dark. Y'all who work overnight can't sleep, love the Cowboys, and willing to be tired from work. What up, Green Ranger? What up, Green Ranger? Richard Owens in the building. Floyd Harris, what's going on? What's going on? Tim Fidel, what's going on? Vibe is, what's going on? David West in the building, what's going on? Hail Mary, hope all is well. Hail Mary, what is going on? Good to see you. All right, we about to get this thing started, y'all. Randy Will, Mike McCain in the building. What up, Mike McCain? What is going on, Mike McCain? Reginald Thompson in the building. I love this move with Vaughn, man. I do. I love this move with Vaughn. What's up, Floyd Ray Harris? Good to see you. All right. Give yourselves a hands, the best chat on YouTube. Timothy Johnson, I'm going to tell you something strange. I have a feeling that when we wake up today, that when we wake up in the morning, I believe the NFL world will be literally losing its mind because the Cowboys got Von Miller. I think the NFL world is going to lose its mind. And while some of the Cowboys Nation may be skeptic and they may be saying that this isn't an all-in move, you watch what I tell you. You're going to call me a prophet before it's over. We're going to wake up in the morning and there are going to be people out there saying that this was an all-in move. The Cowboys are serious about the Super Bowl, and they are now more competitive or more competitors than they were before. You watch what I tell you. There will be some skeptics, but there will be an overwhelming amount of people They will be talking about that they believe the Dallas Cowboys are now even more serious Super Bowl contenders. So, I want to get into this first subject for tonight. Our first subject for tonight, it is going to be, hold on a second. Our first subject for tonight is going to be Miller over Maxx. Hold on a second. Our first thing tonight will be Miller over Maxx. And I really think this is a humongous deal that the Cowboys chose to get. They chose to get Von Miller over Maxx. And it makes sense. Now, I want to give you the rundown. I'm going to see if I can write some notes tonight. I want to give you the rundown on what I believe happened. Because the question that we have to ask ourselves, Cowboys Nation, what happened between yesterday and Saturday? What happened between yesterday and Saturday? Because no one was even talking about, other than me. I was still watching people on X talk about Maxx Crosby. Why Von Miller? Now, some people may say, and I'm not going to hate on what you're saying, some people are saying that the Cowboys got Von Miller because he's cheaper. And while I say, yes, he's cheaper, but I want to also say, but not because he's cheaper, if that makes sense. It's not just about he's cheaper. It's about he's cheaper because there's some other things the Cowboys want to do. There are some other things the Cowboys want to do. So Miller, Von Miller makes sense, not just because he's cheap, but and we don't know, it's a 1-year deal. We'll see how much money it is. But he's cheap, but the cheapness makes sense in this issue because the Cowboys are still looking at short term. They're looking at long term. What did I tell y'all yesterday? If the Cowboys sign Maxx Crosby, George Pickens is out. If the Cowboys are serious about trying to work a deal with George Pickens, then Von Miller is in. Von Miller is in. And so this also tells you that, as I've already been telling you, some people may not be looking at this as a Super Bowl move. You don't bring in Von Miller for 1 year, and you don't call that a Super Bowl move. Now, we may not be calling it a Super Bowl move. Some people may not be calling it a Super Bowl move. That is a Super Bowl move because Von Miller, do not get it twisted, 37-year-old Von Miller can still rush the passer. That's all they want him to do. That's all they want Von Miller to do. Because I'm going to tell you what else happened yesterday. What else happened yesterday? The Cowboys played a preseason game on Saturday. Even though they didn't play the first string, even though they didn't play the second string, but they did play a player in that scrimmage that they were looking at that he could potentially be somebody lined up at the outside linebacker position. There's a player on this team that I keep telling y'all that this player may actually be on the way out. A lot of people like Maurice Leofau. A lot of people like Maurice Leofau, and for good reason. Cowboys drafted him. I think Maurice Leofau is a very good player. But unfortunately, as Brian Schottenheimer said last week, Maurice Leofau is finding himself on the outside looking in. He has been moved all the way down to around the third position on the depth chart. The problem is now, when you bring in Von Miller, it is even less and less likely that Maurice Leofau can survive. Can Maurice Leofau survive? Because somebody is going to be the odd man out. But again, Miller over Maxx Crosby. We're going to go more in depth in just a moment on who is out. But Miller over Maxx Crosby. I'm telling y'all right now, some people are going to discount this, but I'm not discounting this because I told y'all this. Some of the shenanigans that Maxx Crosby was doing, Maxx Crosby was doing some Micah Parsons-esque things. Did I not tell y'all this? Maxx Crosby was doing Micah Parsons-esque things. I don't know if y'all been following Maxx Crosby, but I follow Maxx Crosby. I've really been following Maxx Crosby. The more people have been talking about and screaming about Maxx Crosby going to Dallas, I've been following Maxx Crosby. And Maxx Crosby, don't get me wrong, great player, top 5 edge rusher, all those different things about Maxx Crosby. But I was questioning whether or not, I'm not questioning talent-wise. I'm questioning talent-wise and character-wise. Maxx Crosby showing up to a lot of press conferences, shirt off. Showing up to a lot of press conferences, shirt off. Also, the cryptic message that he sent a few weeks back, talking about people taking care of their business and all those different things. But this is the one y'all are going to remember. Maxx Crosby hitting Kirk Cousins, not once, but twice. Someone says that's not a big deal. It's a huge deal. Hitting Kirk Cousins, at least for me, and this might, I'm not going to speak for the Cowboys on this. I'm talking about for me. Maxx Crosby hitting Kirk Cousins is almost as bad as Micah Parsons laying on a training table for me. And the reason why I'm saying that is he is a 7-year veteran. Kirk Cousins is an elder statesman. Kirk Cousins is what? 3,900? I mean, Kirk Cousins is probably about to push 40. If Maxx Crosby touches Kirk Cousins once, accident. Maxx Crosby touched Kirk Cousins twice, and they say he hit him twice. That's some crazy behavior. I bet you if you were to ask every edge rusher in the league, highest paid to the lowest paid, ask them, do you ever hit the quarterback? Ask them, do you ever do it? Ask them. Ask them what would they think if the edge rusher hit the quarterback. Ask them. When you are doing something like that, I could understand once. Crosby did it twice. And I'm saying all of that to say, how many of us said, it seems like Maxx Crosby is trying to get out of Las Vegas? How many of us said that? How many of us thought it and didn't say it? How many of us thought that there was something strange going on with Maxx Crosby when we heard, hold on a second, Kirk Cousins and Maxx Crosby got into a fight What? It sounds like something from the Inquirer. You like, come on, man, there ain't no way that Kirk Cousins and Maxx Crosby got into a fight because Maxx Crosby will mop the floor with Kirk Cousins. I don't think anybody told Kirk Cousins that. Do you like that? Kirk Cousins said, I don't like that. Yeah, Kirk Cousins said, I don't like that. I want you to put yourselves in the shoes of the Dallas Cowboys. And you just went through something similar with Micah Parsons. Would you want that player on your team? When you just got rid of a player committing those types of shenanigans? Would you want that player on your team now who committed shenanigans, could get off a team to get on your team? Would you? I don't want that player on my team. I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want that player on my team. Because that's the same player that I let go of that was on my team. His name was Micah Parsons. I don't want Maxx Parsons on my team. I'm just being honest with you. And Bass brings up a great point that I forgot to bring up. I mean, we got this dude, Maxx Crosby, over here making rap videos. What in the world? What in the world? And Miss Matrix, what I am telling you, it's 100% real as it applies to Maxx Crosby. It's been verified. Maxx Crosby over there in Las Vegas doing the fool. And you are doing the fool to me. If you are a defensive end, one of the best defensive ends, might I add, in the game, one of the best pass rushing defensive ends in the game, and you're hitting the starting quarterback. Hold on a sec. Why would you be hitting the starting quarterback? What's the explanation? You did it once, and then you turned around and did it twice. Kirk Cousins said, I'm not waiting on nobody to say something. I'm saying something. Kirk Cousins. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Kirk Cousins got some skills I don't know about. Maybe he's a third-degree black belt. But Kirk Cousins said, no more this junk. And Kirk Cousins and Maxx Crosby got into it. Now, again, don't take that in a vacuum. Don't look at that and say, oh, that's no big deal. Okay, so what, he hit him twice? No. You got to really look at this in the big picture. Maxx Crosby tried to get out once. It didn't work. We saw a cryptic message. And then in training camp, not only does he hit him once, hits him twice. You got to ask your own self, why did Maxx Crosby do that? Why? I've never heard anybody say that Kirk Cousins is a jerk. I've never heard anybody say that about Kirk Cousins. Why would Maxx Crosby do that? Do we not understand that Maxx Crosby absolutely disrespected Kirk Cousins? Disrespected the quarterback position? Just total disrespect. I'm telling you right now, if I were, no, S-Dime, you ain't been here. You ain't been here, S-Dime. Anybody who been here know, I've been had this same energy about Maxx Crosby. I've always had the same energy as Dime about Maxx Crosby. What have I always said? Anybody who's been here, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be mad if the Cowboys get Maxx Crosby. Oh, I'm not going to be mad. That was then. I'm not going to be mad. I was always skeptical about the Cowboys getting Maxx Crosby because, S-Dime, you haven't been here, obviously. I've made argument after argument that the highest paid edge rushers are not winning Super Bowls. Check the people in the chat. They'll tell you the same thing. I've been saying I don't think the Cowboys need a Maxx Crosby level player to win the Super Bowl. And my logic is backed up by facts. Because the last 7 years, Maxx Crosby has been in the NFL, and there have been 7 teams that have won the Super Bowl without Maxx Crosby, without Michael Parsons, with name them. Myles Garrett, they won the Super Bowl without Myles Garrett. They're winning the Super Bowl without the highest paid edge rushers. They're winning the Super Bowls with the best defensive tackles. I don't know where you've been. I've been at this energy. But again, when you think about the whole Maxx Crosby issue, don't take it in a vacuum. You have got to ask yourself, if you're the Dallas Cowboys, do you want what you just got rid of? Maxx Crosby I love the dog of Maxx Crosby. I love the way that he plays the game. But Maxx Crosby been moving kind of different, man. Crosby been moving kind of different. Something ain't right about Maxx Crosby. And again, maybe the Cowboys will revisit Maxx Crosby. But what did I tell y'all the other day? I believe Maxx Crosby may be more of a 2027 thing. Maxx Crosby may be more of a 2027 thing. Or what if Von Miller don't work out by the trade deadline? What if Von Miller is not contributing the way the Cowboys want him to by the trade deadline? Well, if he's not contributing the way that they want him to by the trade deadline, maybe if the Raiders are tired of Maxx Crosby, they get desperate the same way the New York Jets did, and they say they want to get rid of Maxx Crosby, but I want to keep Von Miller. I want that insurance policy, and I'm actually hoping Von Miller does what I think he's going to do. So we don't even have to think about Maxx Crosby, because again, there are huge ramifications if you get Maxx Crosby. But the thing about Von Miller allows you to compete for a Super Bowl this year, and it has nothing to do with next year. You can move right on from Von Miller. It will do nothing to mess you up in the long term. Von Miller is everything you need in the short term. But again, I understand why they picked Von Miller over Maxx. I understand it. It makes SENSE. It makes CENTS. It makes sense and sense. It doesn't mess with what you're trying to do in the long run. We're going to talk about that a little bit in a little moment. It doesn't mess what you want to do in the long run. And it also still gives you options. Watch this. Von Miller gives you options at the trade deadline. If Von Miller isn't panning out, you can just say, okay, thanks, but no thanks, Von Miller. We're going to go get somebody else at the trade deadline. But what if he is working out? He's working out. We're going to see what the contract is. I'm sure they're going to still have money under the cap. You could have Von Miller, and because you didn't go get Maxx Crosby and give up assets and tie up all kinds of money, he also affords you to keep him and do something else at the trade deadline. You would never be able to keep Maxx Crosby and do something at the trade deadline. Von Miller over Maxx Crosby makes sense in so many ways, people don't even understand it. Von Miller gives you the ultimate flexibility. No long-term commitment. No long-term commitment. You got flexibility. You can do so many different things. You can do so many things. Air Cable Network. He said, you're right, G. You have been saying it all along. Keep showing the way. Miller was the only way. Many just soft and will live on feelings. Rock on. Yeah. I'm just telling us, Von Miller just made sense. I mean, I said it yesterday. It just made sense. And I believe the Cowboys are looking at Maxx Crosby and they're saying, he don't make sense right now. Because something ain't right about Maxx Crosby. He moving different. If you want to get out of Los Angeles, Maxx Crosby don't need to be doing no shenanigans. Don't need to be doing no shenanigans. Let it play out. Because I got a feeling when the Raiders start losing all them games, let it play out. Let it play out. You can revisit Maxx Crosby at the trade deadline if you want to. Von Miller is not a long-term commitment. He gives you so much flexibility. So I absolutely like Von Miller. I like Von Miller. I was saying it before. I like Von Miller over Maxx. I like Von Miller over Maxx. Now, let me move to the next section, because I think there's some other method to the madness of the Cowboys. There's something else that makes sense here too. Hold on a second. Let me do some housekeeping. There is something else that makes sense in this whole issue about Maxx Crosby and about Von Miller. And what I want to look at now is, I kind of introduced it in the introduction, but what I want to look at now when it applies to Von Miller is, why now? Nobody finds the timing of this strange. Am I the only one that finds the timing of this strange? The Cowboys had an absolutely awesome preseason game. They had an absolutely awesome preseason game. And I walked away from that preseason game, and I'll be honest with you, I walked away from the preseason game kind of like, Cowboys don't really need to. I don't really know if they really need to do anything else. We can watch, like, maybe, we can watch the New Orleans Saints scrimmage on Tuesday. And then we can watch the Arizona Cardinals preseason game on Saturday. And then the Cowboys can make then they can make their decision after those two games. And you got to ask yourself, why now? Why Von Miller now? Now, I could be totally wrong on this. Maybe the Cowboys were already thinking about Von Miller, but it doesn't quite seem like they were thinking about Von Miller, because if they do, boy, they were playing these cards real close to the vest. Now, we were watching Von Miller out there all but get on his knees and beg the Cowboys to pick him up. I mean, we were watching Von Miller with memes. I mean, Dallas Cowboys advocating for him. We were watching all those things. But we really didn't see the Cowboys doing nothing. But I'm going to go back to something that Will McClay said. Will McClay said, we're going to watch the training camp, watch the preseason, and we will determine the player that makes sense for the Cowboys to pick up. So let's look at this. Two things happened. The Rams scrimmage, then we got the preseason game on Saturday. Now, the Cowboys didn't play any starters, but they did play a couple of players in that game that they were looking at as these could be impact players. Let's pull up the Cowboys roster, because I want to show you something else that makes it just makes sense to me. I could be totally off on this one, but it makes sense to me, and I want y'all to tell me if it makes sense to y'all, because it just makes so much sense to me based on what Will McClay said, based on what Brian Schottenheimer said, that we're evaluating the talent. Stephen Jones kept saying we're not where we need to be. We're just hearing all these things. And even Will McClay was kind of like, yeah, but temper your expectations, because all the people were talking about Maxx Crosby, and I think he was talking to them. Kind of temper your expectations, because, we're not going to really probably make a move that big. But I want to go to something right here. I want to go to this right here. Why now? Cowboys played on Saturday. There are two players that we saw at the outside linebacker position. We saw James Houston. We saw Maurice Leofau. We look at the right outside. We got Donovan Ezeraku. We got Malachi Lawrence. And we got Sam Williams. Well, Sam Williams played in the game on Saturday, and I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize Sam Williams. Did anybody else notice that Sam Williams played in the game on Saturday? I didn't even know he played. And then when I looked at the box score, I was like, Sam Williams played? I'm still not sure he played. But nevertheless, Sam Williams is one of these players that might have played or might have not played. But I can tell you a player that did play. Malachi Lawrence. Didn't get a lot of snaps. Malachi Lawrence. We also noticed at the other side, of course, Rashawn Gary didn't play, but James Houston played. And also, Maurice Leofau. Maurice Leofau. Many of us have already, and not so much me, more y'all, I say, have really been questioning the Cowboys pass rush. I'll be honest with you. I was content. I'm like, okay, I think Rashawn Gary is going to eat with, I said, I think Rashawn Gary is going to eat with Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams. I'm just kind of like, he's going to eat. I think he's going to do real good. Sprinkling a little James Houston, maybe Donovan Ezraku will be better, and Malachi Lawrence steps in as a rookie. Malachi Lawrence contribute, here or there, here a little, there a little. Cowboys will be okay. But I think they looked at that game. I think they looked at the Rams scrimmage. They looked at the film. They looked at the film and they looked at what happened during the Rams scrimmage. For as much as people are talking about like how Maurice Leofau and these guys looked in the scrimmage, in the preseason that we saw, but the scrimmage was probably a little bit more telling because all of those players, I'm sure, played in the scrimmage. Why now? I really believe the Cowboys may have not. I don't think it's Rashawn Gary that they were looking at and they were saying that's the problem. I think they looked at Donovan Ezraku, that while Donovan Ezraku may be healthy, have they been seeing what they need to see from him in the pass game? Donovan Ezraku comes off of 17 and a half sacks from Boston College in his rookie season to only get 2 sacks in his NFL season. And even though he played hurt down the second half of the season, how many more sacks can he get in 2026? How are you feeling about Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, Quentin Williams? I'm sure you're feeling good about that. But how are you feeling about Donovan Ezraku? Everything you've seen in training camp, what you saw in the scrimmage, didn't see him in the preseason. How are you feeling about Malachi Lawrence? You saw him in the scrimmage, you've been seeing him in training camp, and you saw a few snaps in the preseason game. How are you feeling about James Houston? I think they're feeling good about James Houston. He's going to be a part of the plan. Next question. How do you feel about Sam Williams? And doggone it, how do you feel about Maurice Leofau? How do you feel? How do you feel? The Cowboys, I believe they took all of that into consideration. That was their evaluation. 2 weeks of training camp, Rams scrimmage, preseason. The Cowboys looked at all of that and said, we can compete without going out there and knocking on the door of the Raiders and mortgaging the entire 2027 draft. Or the defense actually looks good. It just needs a little tweaking. We're not, even if we got Maxx Crosby, I think they're saying we're not necessarily one player away. But a good player could make the difference. No long-term commitment. Don't have to give up 2027. And with this offense, with the way Camden Brown is playing, oh yeah. With the way Camden Brown is playing, with the way Michael Trigg is playing, if I'm evaluating not just the defense, Cowboys Nation, if I'm evaluating the offense and the defense, do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm even more sold that if this defense, and I'm not going to use average, if it can be above average or better, and now we've added even more offensive power, Von Miller is exactly what the doctor ordered, because we're not confident in Leofow. We're not confident that Malachi Lawrence will be he probably won't come into his own until end of the season. Sam Williams is Sam Williams. There ain't nothing else to say. He's Sam Williams. Von Miller, when I look at everything the Cowboys did in the scrimmage and when I look at everything they did in the preseason game, they looked really good against the run. Von Miller gives you exactly what you need. The only thing you need from Von Miller is rushing the quarterback. That's why now. I believe they made an evaluation that said, we don't really need a Maxx Crosby level player. Let's just keep building. Let's just keep building. We got young guys. Let's keep developing them. And while we're developing them, then while Malachi Lawrence may really come into his own towards the end of the season, I don't know what's going to be with Sam Williams. Again, Sam Williams is Sam Williams. And in case Maurice Leofow, maybe they let him hang around, be on special teams, maybe he can get better as the season goes on. Or maybe they convert him to safety, or maybe they trade him. Who knows? Von Miller buys the Cowboys more time. Von Miller will hit the ground running. Von Miller and Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, and Quinnen Williams, they are a problem. They are a problem. They are a problem. They are a problem. They are a problem, and I love exactly what the Cowboys did. Von Miller is going to be a problem. He's a player. He's not going to play. You're probably not going to play him every down, I'm sure. You're not even wanting him to play in the run, Donovan Ezeraku. But when you get in them passing, and you are going to get in them passing situations, Von Miller, come on in. Von Miller, all we need you for is 15 snaps, bruh. All we need you for is 15 snaps. If Von Miller can play 15 snaps a game, and if Von Miller can get just 1 sack per game, or if he gets 3 to 4 pressures per game where someone else gets a sack, if he can just be a disruptor for 15 plays a game, he gonna pay his money in spades. He gonna pay off in spades. Von Miller just makes sense. I've been saying it. He makes CENTS. He makes SENSE. Von Miller still gives you flexibility that if you want to bring something else in, you can still bring that in too. That's what Von Miller does. Yeah, Bass, you thinking the same thing? Why now? The day after the preseason game, you've had the Rams, you've had some training camp, you've had the preseason game. Bass, I could be crazy. I think they saw something not just on Saturday. I think they saw something Saturday, Tuesday, and those 2 weeks that made them say, yeah, we don't necessarily need Maxx Crosby level. Because some people say Maxx Crosby is a good run stopper. Well, they're going to already be a good run stopper. Donovan Ezeraku is a really good run stopper. I'm not telling you he's as good as Maxx Crosby, but he is a great run stopper. Go check the tape on him. But maybe Ezeraku is not as good of a pass rusher as they want him to be right now. So guess what? Donovan Ezeraku, you're going to come off the field sometimes on pass rushing downs. Yeah. And in the meanwhile, Ezeraku, Von Miller, who's been at all of or a lot of the pass rush symposiums, Von Miller, Donovan Ezeraku, Von Miller gonna show you how it's done. Yeah, Von Miller gonna show you how it's done. Von Miller gonna show you how to get to the quarterback. He gonna show you how it's done. Hey, Larry Golden, how's it going? This move just makes so much sense. Bama boy, I saw it. Poobie D sent something to me earlier about Adoree Jackson. Probably more of a depth piece. Probably more of a depth piece. He'll probably be somewhere at the back of the depth chart. Yeah, Noebo says Miller was secretly working with Dallas, and now that he's seen how the defense is running, he's now all in with CP. Oh, something was going on. I'll tell you that much. Marvin May said the Cowboys didn't like the fact we couldn't rush the quarterback. The defense looked good, but couldn't rush the quarterback. Yeah. Marvin Mays, I'm telling you, that's what happened. Marvin Mays, I don't think they had any problems with Rashawn Gary. I think they had problems with that right outside linebacker situation. I think that's where they were having the problems. That's where they were having the problems. Or whatever side that Gary's going to line up on versus Von Miller. They were saying that side opposite of Rashawn Gary. They don't see it. Because Rashawn Gary's going to be an every down player. But as it pertains to between James Houston, Maurice Leofau, Sam Williams, I don't think they were seeing what they wanted to see. I don't think they were seeing what they wanted to see. And that's why I say, why now? This is why. Saquon said, "You my boy, I've been here since 2025, but you was not saying that until it looked like we was not getting Maxx. I remember you saying you would rather have Maxx now." No, I haven't flipped on Maxx Crosby. Saquon. I've always said the same thing. If the Cowboys got Maxx Crosby, I would not be mad. Also, when the Cowboys were talking about giving up those draft picks for Maxx Crosby, I said, no, I don't mind the Cowboys doing that. But I also said, I don't want the Cowboys to give up a 12th round pick for Maxx Crosby. Because I've said this over and over and over. I would have rather had Caleb Downs than Maxx Crosby. I've been saying over and over and over, I'd rather have George Pickens than Maxx Crosby. Don't get me wrong. I've always said I wouldn't mind having Maxx Crosby. If the Cowboys get him, I'm not going to be mad. But I've never really been a heavy advocate for Maxx Crosby because I have done this particular segment how many times, Cowboys Nation? You don't need Maxx Crosby to win a Super Bowl. How many times have I said it? I said it over and over and over. That don't mean that if the Cowboys would have got Maxx Crosby, I would have been mad. Because I said I wouldn't be mad if the Cowboys got Maxx Crosby. But I've always said you don't need that level of edge rusher. I would rather take the defensive tackles. I've been saying that. And I haven't flipped on Maxx Crosby. If the Cowboys get Maxx Crosby, I'm not going to be mad. But I'm telling you this, if the Cowboys get Maxx Crosby, you're not keeping George Pickens. I just don't think you are. You're not keeping George Pickens. Robbie, he says, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid until Dallas wins the Golly, man. Boy, Robbie, come on, man. Robbie, tell the truth. If the Cowboys even win the first playoff game, come on, man. I know you drinking the Kool-Aid. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I know you drinking the Kool-Aid if they win one playoff game. I know you winning. I know you getting on that bandwagon, dude. Jose said Von Miller is an all-pro Super Bowl winning experience. He will be a professor to the defense. Yeah, he's going to be an extra teacher. Yeah, he's been to those rush the passer or whatever they call them. Whatever those symposiums are. Tyrone Church, what's going on? Okay, you say you think somebody has a suspension coming up. Okay. David West, Malachi Lawrence played and didn't do anything. David West, I don't think it was Saturday. I think they've been looking at Malachi Lawrence all along. And I think something happened between, I think Saturday may have been a sum of it, but I think some of it came on Tuesday too. And I think the Cowboys looked and said, and I want y'all to think about this. This is new territory for the Cowboys. I believe they look at Malachi Lawrence and said, let's not try to put too much on him. Let's bring in Von Miller so that we can develop Malachi Lawrence slowly. And by the end of the season, Malachi Lawrence can be a terror. Yeah. Yeah. So again, Ms. Major said, gee, you think Marquise Bell being cut to make room for Vaughn? I don't think so. And again, I don't think he'll be cut. If anything, he'll be traded. Marquise Bell has a contract with the Cowboys. And at this point, Miss Matrix, I don't think they want to eat any money on Marquise Bell. I don't think they want to eat any money on Marquise Bell. But again, you know, why now? So since you brought that up, Miss Matrix, let's go ahead and go into that subject matter. And we'll continue to talk about why now, but let's say, okay, who's out? Who is out, Miss Matrix? Who is out? Who is out? We've already been kind of looking at this. Who's out? I do think the Cowboys are going to hold on to Maurice Leofau a little bit longer. I think they'll hold on to Maurice Leofau. I'm struggling with them cutting Sam Williams right now. So, if anything, I would imagine, Miss Matrix, if you're the Cowboys, I mean, just for the sake of the remainder of the preseason until the cuts begin, you're going to probably cut somebody back here. You're going to cut somebody back here because there's no need to cut major pieces of fat right now. Right now, you can just cut off some of that pork chop fat. There's no point in cutting off some fat and meat. I'm not going to call it major fat. I'm going to call it fat and meat. So right now, you can just trim some fat. Some guys that you're just kind of like, they're not really doing anything. You can go ahead and cut those guys. I'll be honest with you, Miss Matrix. If it was me, if I'm the Cowboys, I'm sorry, I'm cutting Kalen Carson. That's who I'm cutting. I'm cutting Kalen Carson. That's just me. Kalen Carson had 3 penalties, 54 yards, extended 3 drives. He made 1 good play, but I can't with Kalen Carson. I'm ready to move on from him if I'm the Cowboys. But, you know, you look back here, you got all kinds of fat you can trim back here just to do it for right now. And then we'll see what happens as we get closer to the first cut down. So I don't think the Cowboys are going to do any kind of major cut. I don't think he's going to do any kind of major cut. So who's out right now? I don't think it'll be Marquise Bell, Miss Matrix. If I'm not mistaken, Marquise Bell has some kind of, he's got a contract with the Cowboys. And I don't think they're going to lose that money. Let me see what this Marquise Bell contract look like. Marquise Bell got that contract and started doing the fool, man. Marquise Bell got that contract and started doing the fool. Marquise Bell ain't done nothing since he got that doggone contract. I mean, absolutely nothing. Yeah, this is it for Marquise Bell. I can tell you right now, this is it for Marquise Bell. They might would let him go. His base salary is 1.5, prorated signing bonus. It would only be a $3.6 million. I say only. I mean, Cowboys may not see that as only. Cowboys may not see that as only. You're looking at a $3.67 million cap hit. Dead cap if you were to let him go. But he is going to hit you for $2.8 million. He going to hit you for $2.8 million. Probably not going to let him go. I don't think they'll let him go. What do you think? I don't think they'll let him go. You don't really save anything letting him go. You really don't. So for Marquise Bell, you're probably just going to work him out. You're probably just going to work him out and say, hey, man, special teams. And we'll just use you for depth. But yeah, Von Miller's on the contract. Not Von Miller. Marquise Bell, Miss Matrix, he ain't going nowhere, even if it is $3.6 million. Even if it is. Yeah, even if it is. And again, going back and kind of looking at that roster, right now, you don't have to make a major cut. Not right now. You don't have to make a major cut. Let me see when the cut downs are, because you don't have to make a major cut right now. So there's no point in doing that, because you got a lot more training camp to go. Well, yeah, a lot more training camp and preseason to go. So why do anything drastic, and then something drastic happens to you, and then the guy who you cut, then you need him. So I wouldn't worry about cutting him right now. Let me see what the schedule is. NFL roster cut down. Yeah, so again, Miss Matrix, Marquise Bell will survive, I believe. And right now, just cut off the person who's doing the least, because this is the first roster reduction. It'll be August the 30th. Waiver claims are due by Monday. Do not be surprised if the Cowboys do something during this period. I'm not going to be surprised. Practice squad formation. Teams begin building their 16-player practice squads after waivers clear. So we got that coming up here in another couple of weeks. And then we'll see what the final cut down. We'll see what the final cut down looks like. Let me see. Okay, so I guess it's August the 30th. August the 30th, they must reduce the 90-man roster down to a 53-man roster. So, yeah, I don't think they'll make any major cuts. Until then. You know what? If we're reading the tea leaves, appreciate that super chat, Tosh. If we're reading the tea leaves, it sounds like it's going to be cornerback. Sounds like that Christian Parker may be requesting from Jerry and these guys one of those players that used to play for him. Somebody mentioned his name earlier in the chat. Christian Parker may have mentioned him and say he would be good for depth, because that is all he's going to be, is depth. Because we are literally about to watch Savon Revel Jr. rise to the top of this cornerback depth chart. Yeah, y'all make sure, hey, 468 watching. Let's hit that like button. Let's see if we can get it up to 300. Let's get this up to 300. Let's keep rolling. So the Cowboys, Miss Matrix, at this point, they don't have to make any major moves. Just cut one guy, I'm pretty sure, tomorrow. Yeah, 100P. I know, again, Maxx Crosby is a phenomenal player. I'm not going to tell you he's not. He's a phenomenal player. But I was saying the same thing. I'm not quite sure he fits what they're trying to do. And especially this I told y'all last week, this Kirk Cousins thing was bothering me. That Kirk Cousins thing was bothering me. Because I'm just trying to figure out, why is this dude hitting the quarterback not once but twice? Everybody know you don't do that. That's like Michael Parsons eating nachos. Come on, man. Come on, man. Because Worley, Von Miller wanted to be a Cowboy, and I wonder if he gave him a discount, too. I'm really wondering about that. Proper Rage said everybody drinking more than Kool-Aid if we win one playoff game. Boy, you ain't lying, boy. Boy, Cowboys win. Boy, come on, yay, boy. Yay, boy, come on, man. Yay, boy. If the Cowboys win one playoff game, come on, yay, boy. Come on, man. I'm you might follow through with it, but I'm telling you, there's gonna be a whole lot of people that are gonna have a hard time following through with it. But I'm telling y'all, man, I really believe Von Miller is gonna be a monster with the Cowboys. I really believe Von Miller is gonna be a monster with the Cowboys. I do. I think he's going to be a monster. And I think Rashawn Gary is going to be better than people think he is. And when you have Rashawn Gary and Von Miller coming off opposite sides with Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark in the middle, Quinnen Williams commanding double teams, boy, it's going to be trouble. I'm telling y'all, man. It's going to be trouble. Saquon says, I agree with you. I don't think us getting Vaughn is the best move. I agree with you. I don't think us getting Vaughn is the best move because I'm with you. People sleeping on the other guys we got on this defense. Gary's got something to prove, in my opinion. See, Saquon, I really believe they looked at Rashawn Gary and said, Von Miller, we can eat with Von Miller. We can eat with Von Miller, bring Malachi Lawrence along slow. We got James Houston. He's going to be a part of this. And in the process, too, we can bring Donovan Ezeraku along, too. We'll let BT Jordan keep working with Donovan Ezeraku. We'll let BT Jordan keep working with Malachi Lawrence. And, of course, you already know they manufacture sacks in other ways, too. So I think now they're saying, I think we're good on the pass rush. I don't think they'll make another move unless something happens as far as the edge goes. Von Miller was just a really sense move. But again, who is out right now, I think, just looking at this depth chart, who is going to be out? I really think it's this simple. You don't have to make a major cut right now. You can just make a minor cut. But I'll be honest with you, I can't watch another game of Kalen Carson. I mean, it's like, here we go again with Kalen Carson, man. Here we go again with Kalen Carson. 2024, they're talking about him. 2025, they're talking about him. Here we are in 2026, and they're talking about him. Man, I ain't got time for Kalen Carson, man. Mike McCain said Kalen Carson should have been cut last year. I believe so, too. When he tried to trip CeeDee Lamb with his legs on the field when he was running the training camp. Yes, sir. I agree, man. Shouldn't have been cut, bro. Because, well, I agree with you. No standing in the pocket for any quarterback. Man, I'm going to tell y'all. Von Miller going to eat with these tackles. I'm just telling you. Von Miller's going to eat. He's going to eat with these tackles, man. He is. Von Miller is a savvy veteran. That dude is going to eat with Rashawn Gary and these tackles. And Rashawn Gary is going to eat with these tackles and Von Miller. You watch what I tell you. Yeah, none of your biz, Brooks. What you think? None of your biz. I think Carson got to go, man. Shoot, I'm tired. Man, I'm so tired of seeing Carson Brown know what to do. Eric Gates, boy, you ain't lying. Miller ain't worried about the money. He going to ride them jerseys. Boy, Eric Gates. Man, I didn't even think about that, bro. Eric Gates. Miller's jersey sales about to go through the roof over here in Dallas, bro. That man's jersey sales about to go through the roof over here in this Metroplex, man. Yeah, Barlos. Yeah, Adoree Jackson. That's the guy right there. Adoree Jackson. I believe Adoree Jackson will be on the Dallas Cowboys, too. Yeah, I think Adoree Jackson is going to make his way to the Cowboys. Ex-Christian Parker guy. I think he's going to make it over here. And, I also think, as we get closer and closer to August the 31st, I'll be honest with y'all, Cowboys Nation. I'm really concerned about Maurice Leofau. I'm really concerned. I just think Maurice Leofau is the odd man out. It's not that Maurice Leofau is not a good player. Maurice Leofau is the victim, just like Brian Schottenheimer said. They didn't draft Maurice Leofau. You've went through 3 defense coordinators. Now you got Christian Parker. He's got a whole new plan. And it is obvious in Christian Parker's plan, bruh, you're third on the depth chart. And as much as I like Maurice Leofau, he is not better than James Houston. He is not better than James Houston. And that in itself means he's going to have a hard time getting on the field. Now, maybe they'll do some, I don't know, maybe they'll do some things with him. And I don't know. I can just tell you this. Maurice Leofau, I see him if he remains on the team. Depth in special teams is how he'll stay on the team. But as far as anything else, I think it's going to be hard for him to get on the field. It's going to be hard for him to get on the field. But again, if you get down to that 53-man roster, man, it's going to be a lot of people chopped off the chopping block back here. And you think about James Houston on the second level. He's going nowhere. Jayshon Barham, he's going nowhere. Malachi Lawrence, he's going nowhere. Now, the question becomes, the Cowboys got Shamar James. Who would the Cowboys choose between Shamar James? I'm not really worried about Curtis Robinson. Who are they going to keep between Shamar James, Justin Barron, who's been having a really good camp, Justin Barron, Maurice Leofau? Who are they going to keep between these players? Because once you start cutting down that 53, man, a whole bunch of this stuff got to go. Whole bunch of this stuff got to go. You can't keep them all. Can't keep them all. I heard them today talking about the Cowboys running back situation. And I'm still saying, I'm pretty convinced the Cowboys running back room is going to be Javonte Williams, Jaden Blue, and Malik Davis. Phil Maffa might be practice squad. That dude got to stay on the field. He might go back to the practice squad. Israel Abanikanda, I believe, will probably go to the practice squad. Jayshon Corbin probably goes to the practice squad too. He probably goes to the practice squad. So I believe the running back room is going to be exactly the same. But defense, boy, they got a lot of decisions to make. Man, Sam Williams, they got to make a decision on him. Got to make a decision on Sam Williams, man. And I know the Cowboys drafted Sam Williams in 2022. I know they want Sam. Man, I'm telling y'all, they want Sam Williams to be good. I equate Sam Williams to Schoonmaker. Man, they want Schoonmaker to be bad. So they want Schoonmaker to be good so bad. They want Schoonmaker to be good so bad. But I believe Michael Trigg is going to push him right off the depth chart. I believe he's going to push him right off the depth chart. And somebody else will probably be picking him up. So who's out? I think tomorrow they'll probably just cut somebody easy on defense. I would prefer it to be Kalen Carson. But who knows? It could be Kelvin Gilliam tomorrow. Who knows? Isaiah Land. It could even be Curtis Robinson. Any of these guys back here. I could see them all being cut. All of them. I wouldn't even be surprised. What was the guy on what was the guy? Oh, man, Trayshawn Holden. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was him. But you don't have to make a major cut tomorrow. Just get somebody on the team. That's all. Just get somebody off the team so he can come on. But again, this kind of moves us over to Are They Done? And we've already been talking about this player. I don't think the Cowboys are done. Are they done? I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done. Yeah, Hail Mary, you already mentioned it. Yeah, Holden should be in the doghouse. I wouldn't be surprised because if I'm not mistaken, they cut Trayshawn Holden last year and brought him back to the practice squad. They cut him this year. It won't happen. Yeah, they cut him this year. It won't happen. It won't happen. Yeah, Barlow's. Thank you. Adoree Jackson. They're not done. I believe Adoree Jackson. I really believe these whispers that are being talked about with Adoree. Yeah, I believe the whispers of Adoree Jackson. I believe the whispers. True Cowboy. Yeah, see, he's been going to these pass rush symposiums. Man, he's going to help out BT Jordan so much. Yeah. Andre Johnson said, hit that like button. It's free. Let's get those likes up. Let's get them up. Get them up. Jabril Queen said Holden might get cut. I believe it. Because he got cut last year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, real estate vet. Imagine if Crosby hit Dak during practice. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, I agree. So, like I said, I mean, something ain't right about Maxx Crosby right now. Like I said, I think Maxx Crosby is more of a 2027 discussion. Yeah, Stephen, I'm with you, man. I think Rashawn Gary's way better than people giving him credit for. And with these players now, oh, he gonna be better than good. He gonna be better than good. Yeah, Derek Rose said, "Gee, do you think that Von Miller will be better than Clowney?" Yes, I do. I think Von Miller will be better than Clowney. I think Von Miller will be better than Clowney because Von Miller takes better care of his body. Von Miller takes way better care of his body. Von Miller works out year round. Von Miller is crazy. Man, shoot. Yeah, he going to do better. And the reason I think he's going to do better too, because they're only getting him for one thing. They're just getting him for one thing. Jadeveon and Clowney, they needed him to be a complete player. They don't need Von Miller to be a complete player. Von Miller can sit on the sidelines, drinking his juice, whatever it is he gonna do, smell them smelling salts, and just be ready for 15 plays a game. Anything beyond 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, Von Miller, you up. Von Miller, you up. We don't need you on 1st and 2nd down. We need you on 3rd down. We'll need you on 1st down every now and then, because we might do a little something. We might do a stunt. We, might do a blitz, whatever the case may be. We need you on 1st down. You want to vary it up. Just not bring him in on 3rd down. Kind of vary it up. But Von Miller is going to eat. You don't need him to do anything but rush the passer. That's it. Leon Sharani, your opinion on George Pickens this season and why? I'm going to give it to you in just a moment. He'll be in my 2027 ramifications. Quinn, I'm serious. I cannot believe Caleb Carson is still here. Yeah, Miss Matrix, I actually think he did get cut last season, didn't he? No, it wasn't. I'm sorry, Trayshawn Holden, I was saying. Trayshawn Holden got cut last season. I would have cut Carson last season. I'm sorry. He got injured. Cowboys kept him another year. I would have got rid of that joke in a heartbeat. Primal Rage. That Vaughn jersey. But Eric Gates is not lying. Boy, that Von Miller jersey about to go on steroids, man. Boy, Eric Gates said no state taxes in Texas. Boy, Eric Gates, boy, you hit it on the head, man. That Von Miller jersey about to go on steroids, bruh. Because folks over here love Von Miller. They love Von Miller in the Metroplex, bro. They really do. Jackson, the guy who specializes. I think he'll be a depth piece. He ain't coming in to start. He'll be a depth piece. They'll get him on the cheap. He'll just be a depth piece. Yeah, don't worry. He won't come in here making no noise. Ronald Jackson, I agree with you. I do believe the Cowboys need an offensive tackle. I do. I think they need a defensive tackle. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm not going into this season without an insurance policy for Tyler Guyton and Terrence Steele. I'm not doing it. I'm not even massaging their egos, especially Tyler Guyton. I'm tired of massaging Tyler Guyton's ego. Stay healthy, stay on the field, and dominate. I don't want to hear nothing else on this man. As far as if I was having a conversation, I would be that direct. Stay on the field, stay healthy, and dominate. Because if you don't do the first two, you won't do the third one. And if you don't do the first two and you don't do the third one, we're going to be looking at something else. The Cowboys, I want y'all to think about this. Tell me this isn't banana bunkers. Tell me this isn't banana bunkers, Cowboys Nation. If you can't draft them, if you cannot draft them, trade for them. If you cannot draft them, trade for them. Isn't it crazy when you look at the difference makers on this defense? None of them were here last year. All of the difference makers on this defense that's going to help this defense be better than I believe it's been in years. Christian Parker, we brought him in from another team, of course. His entire defensive staff, they come from all over the place. Look at this depth chart again. Otito, brought him in from the Chargers. Our difference maker, Kenny Clark, traded him in the Green Bay, traded him in the Micah Parsons trade. Quentin Williams, got him in the Micah Parsons trade. Rashawn Gary, got him from the Green Bay Packers. D. Winters, got him from the San Francisco 49ers. Jalen Thompson, a really good player, got him from the Arizona Cardinals. Kobe Durant, got him from the Rams. Do we realize almost all of the difference makers on our defense, they are from the outside. Yeah, they're all from the outside. So don't let there be any shame in your game if you have to go outside and get a tackle. Go get one, man. Go get one. Go get you one. I'm telling you, if I were the Cowboys, I'd be talking to Taylor Decker. I really would. I would be talking to Taylor Decker. I really would. Because y'all already know the longer these preseason games go, prayer to God that people actually don't suffer injuries. But it's kind of a part of the game. You want to be prepared in those two positions. Because I don't think they're prepared in those two. In particular at tackle. I don't think they're prepared for an injury. I don't think they're prepared for an injury. I don't think they're prepared for an injury. They have got to get themselves prepared. Because I think they're really prepared at a lot of these positions. I think they're really prepared. So we're going to see what happens. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. Yeah, Rodney, if it's me, I'm getting Taylor Decker, left tackle. I'm going to get him. Even if I don't need him. He'll just be on the doggone bench, but I'm getting Taylor Decker. I'm sorry. If I were them, I would get Taylor Decker. Bottom line. So again, man, when you think about who's out for the Cowboys, who's out, are they done? I don't think the Cowboys are done. I don't think the Cowboys are done. When we get to that point of these roster cuts, I believe the Cowboys are going to continue to evaluate. They got another good evaluation week. You got the Saints on Tuesday. You got the Cardinals on Saturday. Do not be surprised if something else happens on Monday. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. That's all I'm telling us. Don't be surprised if they do something else on next Monday. They're going to continue to evaluate. They've already been saying this. They're going to continue to evaluate. They're going to continue to tweak this team. There are still tweaks to be made. Yeah, no, tonight tonight, Miss Matrix, at least I didn't think I was. Tonight, I'm not really cooking Guyton tonight. Yeah, I'm not cooking Guyton tonight. Miss Matrix, we're not calling Miss Matrix. I don't know if you were on the stream last night? Man, my time is all messed up. We're not calling Jaden Blue. They saw exactly what they wanted to see from Jaden Blue. People are not, I heard some guys talking about it this morning. Me and Brian Schottenheimer. I'm saying me and Brian Schottenheimer. I don't even know Brian Schottenheimer. Me and Brian Schottenheimer are saying the same thing. Yeah. People do not understand what they did with Jaden Blue the other day. That was a test for Jaden Blue. Can he run tough? Can he hold on to the ball? Can he run tough? Can he hold on to the ball? That's all they're concerned about with Jaden Blue. Can he run tough and can he hold on to the ball? Jaden Blue had a great night the other night. Schottenheimer said it. The commentators were saying it. I believe some of us were saying it as we were watching the game. I was telling my wife when I was watching that first half, Miss Matrix, that offensive line was getting blown up. They were getting blown up. Absolutely. And Jaden Blue was running against that, or had him running against that. Looked very good on the screen. I would like to see him get a few more. I would like to see him get some more kickoff returns. Because, just use them out. Because I would like to see them acclimate a fake reverse, eventually a reverse in the kickoff game. Jaden Blue is a Swiss Army knife of a running back. I don't think he is Javonte Williams' backup. That's Malik Davis. Malik Davis is Javonte Williams' backup. And I can appreciate what Eric Gates is saying about him blocking. I can appreciate it. But I'm telling you, you're not putting Jaden Blue in the game to block. I'm sorry. You're not putting him in the game to block. Why am I putting Jaden Blue in the game to block? I'm putting Jaden Blue in the game for screens, sweeps, pitches, and occasionally between the tackles. I care nothing about his blocking. Why would I have Jaden Blue in on a 3rd and long? Explain that part to me again. I'm not putting Jaden Blue in. That's what Javonte Williams is for. Jaden Blue is a different type of running back. That is not what I got him for. That is not what I got him for. And Brian himself said, we did not show y'all everything that we're doing with Jaden Blue. And I got news for us. It ain't blocking. It ain't blocking. That's Javonte Williams. It ain't blocking. Kathy Curtis said, you're wrong. Davis is not a lead running back. I didn't say he was a lead running back. He's Javonte Williams' backup. That's what he is. He's going to be, I believe, the backup to Javonte Williams. He'll be the backup. Now, you got to ask yourself, how many times will Malik Davis run in the game? Because it won't be many. It won't be many. Javonte Williams is going to be the backup. Jaden Blue is going to be his own thing. I'm telling you because Brian Schottenheimer is saying as much. Shotty is saying it. I'm not saying it. Even Shotty said what he said about Jaden Blue. And I told y'all last night, I knew what Shotty was going to say about Jaden Blue. While everybody is saying, oh, Jaden Blue didn't have a good game. That's not what Shotty said. Shotty said the same thing I said. The test for Jaden Blue was not to break long runs. The test for Jaden Blue was simple. Will you run between the tackles and not try to razzle-dazzle and do too much? Run what we tell you to run. I don't know if any of you have ever played football in high school and college levels and things like that. Even all the way down to middle school, this all applies, what I'm about to tell you. I don't care how fast you are as a running back. I don't care how many moves you have as a running back. There is no coach that is going to play you. I don't care what your skill set is. They are not going to play you unless you run where they want you to run. They're not going to play you. They're not going to play you if every time they tell you to run to the B gap, you say there's nothing there, so I'm going to bounce it outside. You won't play running back for any team. Nobody's going to play a running back who the only thing he wants to do is bounce it outside. Because when they start doing all that fancy bouncing it outside and twisting and turning, they're going to make a mistake. They're going to make a mistake. So with Jaden Blue, the test was simple for Jaden Blue on Saturday. Run where we want you to run. Run hard. Run tough. Don't fumble. That was the test. It's that simple. It was that simple. He fumbled in a scrimmage. Eric Gates, he fumbled in a scrimmage. It's that simple. And even in that fumble, what did Brian say? Jaden Blue is going to do better. I'm not going to overcoach him. I'm not going to sit here and whatever. I'm not going to rag on him. No. Jaden Blue has been doing everything that Brian Schottenheimer has been wanting him to do. Again, the test on Saturday was not him breaking long runs. The test on Saturday was simple. I'm telling y'all right now, if you play running back on any level, before they see all that razzle-dazzle, they want you to run doggone where they want you to run. That's what they want you to do. Run where they want you to run. And don't tell us it's not there, because that's really not what they're interested in. Don't tell us it's not there. Run where we want you to run and run hard and don't fumble. Jaden Blue passed. Now, people are talking about Malik Davis. I'm going to tell you Malik Davis ran better than all those running backs on Saturday night. But let's understand something. Malik Davis also ran on the weaker parts of the Seahawks defense. By the time you started seeing Malik Davis, the Seahawks had already started changing out some of those players. So you saw Sam Howell. He played against a better defense than Joe Milton. This is why come this next Saturday, they're going to do this in reverse order. Rather than Joe Milton getting to play against the weaker part of the defense of the Arizona Cardinals, which I don't know if the Arizona Cardinals even got a strong part of the defense. I really don't know. I'm just going to imagine that their first quarter defense is going to be better than their third quarter defense, because that's how preseason goes. Joe Milton is going to play this time against Arizona's second team. Let's see how he looks. I believe Malik Davis is going to play against the second team this time, not the 2.5 or the 3 or the 3.5 or the 4 stringers. So you're going to see Malik Davis this time, I believe, start the game off. So now we're going to see, what does Malik Davis look like against, I don't know. You know, you really kind of think about, let me think. I want you to think about this. I believe the Seattle Seahawks second team is probably better than the Arizona Cardinals second team. I could be wrong. All these guys may look way better against the Arizona Cardinals. But nevertheless, I believe Malik Davis is going to start out. He'll start the game, I believe. And he'll play against the toughest defense. And Jaden Blue will play against the weaker defense. So that's what they're going to kind of be. Because again, you got to realize, man, we're not comparing apples to oranges in reality when you're looking at these running backs. You're not. And I don't think a lot of us realize this. You're not looking at apples to oranges. There are worse players, or don't let me say worse. The talent declines as the game goes on. And this is what was so impressive about the Cowboys. The talent for the Cowboys didn't seem to decline as the game went on. See the difference? Yeah. Think about what I just told you. The talent declines as preseason games go on. And what was impressive about the Cowboys, the talent didn't seem to decline. I mean, they were impressive from start to finish. They really were. So we're going to see. Yeah, I can tell you now, Eric Gates, there will not be 2 running backs coming to Dallas. There will not be 2 running backs coming to Dallas. It ain't happening. Because you already got Javonte Williams. And what they'll do, Malik Davis and Jaden Blue will actually be 1 running back. That's what they're going to be. Yeah, Jaden Blue and Malik Davis are going to be 1 running back. Jaden Blue is going to be their most versatile running back. He will be running. He will be catching the ball out of the backfield, the screens, you name it. That'll be him. He's probably better than all of them at that. And while they may sprinkle in some of that with the other ones, that's Jaden Blue's job. Malik Davis and Jaden Blue will actually be 1 running back. Javonte Williams is the running back. They're not, I don't think the Cowboys are bringing anybody in. I don't think they're bringing anybody in. We'll see, though, what happens after this week. I think this running game, it might be better against the Arizona Cardinals. Barlow said, I understand Davis going against the third-string defensive players, unlike Blue going against second-string players with a bad O-line. Yeah, but I remember what he did last season when called up upon Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm trying to think of. Oh yeah, you're talking about Malik Davis. Hey, but Jaden Blue looked good too last year. Jaden Blue actually looked so good last year at the end of the season. A lot of us were actually asking or thinking, man, the Cowboys should have been playing this dude all along. Were we not thinking this? Man, Jaden Blue had some really good games down the stretch. He really did. He had some really good games. And I'm telling y'all what's wrong with Malik Davis. I'm telling y'all what's wrong with Malik Davis. Malik Davis is a good running back. I'm telling you he is. He's a good running back. The problem with Malik Davis, he's a victim of his own success. The Cowboys know what he is. That's the issue. They know what he is. And what they're saying about Malik Davis is what we're seeing is what we're getting. There's no more upside to Malik Davis. That's what they're saying. This is why they have brought Malik Davis on, cut him. Brought him back on, cut him. Brought him back on, cut him. That's the issue with Malik Davis. They're just saying there's no upside. You know why they like Jaden Blue? They feel like the ceiling is higher than Malik Davis. Just telling you. No, Irrigates, I'm just telling you what they're telling us. Shotty has been saying this as much. They like Jaden Blue. They feel like he's got a very high ceiling. How do I know? Because the way Brian Schottenheimer talks about him. Brian is doing it, not me. Brian is the one who keeps telling us how talented Jaden Blue is. Yeah, pick and pop. You just made a great point. Yeah, there's something about 4.3 speed. Yeah, there's something about 4.3 speed. Yeah, Ma, you bring up something. You said the Cardinals defense struggled versus the Panthers. Oh, yeah. Hey, but you know, hey, Yamar, the Panthers, they won't be Super Bowl contenders. Man, the Panthers looked really good last year. Y'all remember what they did to us? Shoot. Man, Panthers look really good. Boy, them boys look really good last year, man. I mean, they made the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Shoot. Man, them boys, them boys look pretty good, man. Yeah, they look pretty good. I'm actually glad we're not playing them this year. If I'm not mistaken, we're not playing them this year for the first time in a long time. I'm glad we're not playing the Carolina Panthers. Because I'm telling you, they put BTA on us last year. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do what Rico Dowdle did. I don't think I've ever heard somebody say buckle up and then go out there and put BTA on you and then say, I guess they didn't buckle up. What? My gosh. Yeah, they balled out on us. But again, kind of looking at last year. Yeah, just kind of looking at last year. What was it? It was the last game of the season, wasn't it? Let's go up here real quick to Malik Davis. Malik Davis had a really good game towards the end, but Jaden Blue looked really good. Yeah, Jaden Blue looked really good. Let me see if I can pull up Jaden Blue's player stats. Let's see here. Yeah, Jaden Blue in the last game against the New York Giants, Jaden Blue had 16 carries, 64 yards, an average of 4 yards per carry, 1 touchdown, and his longest touchdown was 27 yards. His longest run was 27 yards and a touchdown. But Jaden Blue looked really good. He really did. He looked really good. But again, I'm just telling you, they're going to give Jaden Blue, I believe, every opportunity to succeed. And then if he doesn't succeed, then they'll figure out something else. And I've already told y'all this, and and then we'll go to the nightcap section. But I've already told y'all this. I'm not buying that because I look at this the same way I looked at Tyler Guyton and Nate Thomas. If the Cowboys are telling me at the end of this week coming up, if the Cowboys are telling us that Jaden Blue isn't good enough, and if Jaden Blue isn't good enough, doggone it, Jaden Blue is not good enough. I don't buy that a Bonnie Conda or Jayshon Corbin are the answers. I think you got bigger problems if Jaden Blue ain't what you want him to be. If Jaden Blue, you determine this quick, and I don't think they're going to determine it this quick, but if they do determine it this quick, I think the Cowboys need to get more serious about bringing in some running backs. I think they need to get a little bit more serious. I'm not trusting my team to a Bonnie Conda. I'm sorry, that's crazy to me. I'm sorry, I can't buy that. That's crazy to me. It's irresponsible. It's irresponsible to me that if you don't think Jaden Blue is good enough, then go out there and get a doggone running back. Don't go out there and say, yeah, man, we got a couple of guys on here, they're pretty good. And no, don't go out. No. Go get a running back. Go get yourselves a running back, man. I showed this the other day. I'm not buying this, man. If you tell me that you're not going with Jaden Blue, can somebody go out there and talk to Joe Mixon? Could somebody go talk to Joe Mixon? I'm not sold on Najee Harris, but I might take him over Bonnie Conda. You got Austin Eckler out there. Antonio Gibson. You got Nick Chubb out there. Even though Nick Chubb, if you look at the stats, Nick Chubb and Malik Davis were the same person last year. There are other guys you could bring in. Raheem Mostert. I think about bringing in Raheem. I would definitely think about bringing in Kareem Hunt. Him and Javonte, if you ask me, they kind of run the same. You got Alexander Madison. I ain't thinking about Miles Sanders. I'm telling you, man, the lunatic, I think Joe Mixon may have given up. We'll see what happens. I haven't heard anything from Mixon. But I'll tell you this, all I'm saying is I'd be making a phone call. I would be making a phone call. I mean, I would at least be trying to have a conversation with Mixon's agent. Like, what's going on with him? What's the medicals? What's his mindset like right now? Got Travion Williams out here. Now, if you go get Connor Tommy Solo, if you go get Connors, that's going to be a trade. You giving up something. Yeah, you giving up something for him. So I don't know if you're going to do that. Jabril, what do you think the next move should be? Well, you already know where I am. I'm not sold on the Cowboys tackle room. Quinn, if it was me, if I were the Cowboys, I got to go get I got to go get Taylor Decker. I got to have a conversation with Taylor Decker also. I got to have a conversation. I at least want to see what Taylor Decker is wanting. Can we afford it? Because I'm telling you, I believe everybody would sigh a sigh of relief. Man, I'm telling you, Darius Davis, shoot. Boy. Joe Mixon, I'm sorry, but I would at least be given a call. Yeah, 100 proof. You got Mostert out there. No hate on the Bunny Conda. I just think there are better options out there. I do. Abanikanda to me is old school way of thinking with the Cowboys. That's the old way of thinking. That's the old way of thinking. But if I'm a betting man, which I'm not, but if I were, I still believe the running back room is going to be as follows. Javonte Williams, starting running back. They may list Jaden Blue as the second running back, but Jaden Blue actually isn't the second running back. Jaden Blue is going to be his own thing. And then Malik Davis has earned the right to be on this team, and I believe Malik Davis will be the third running back, but in reality, he's going to be the second running back because Jaden Blue is going to be the gadget guy. That's what I think it's going to be. That's what I think it's going to be. The Cowboys got some plans this year. I think they're going to treat their running back situation way different than they have, way different than they did in Shotty's first year. They're going to treat it way different. But now, let's talk about the 2027 ramifications.
Yes! Here we go!
So what are the 2027 ramifications? Well, I'm going to tell you where I'm going with this. I'm telling you where I'm going with this, and I'm pretty sure y'all know. What are the 2027 ramifications as it applies to Von Miller? I got two of them. Let me show you what these ramifications are. Let me show you what these ramifications are. Well, you think about it, Quinn. It's going to be like it was last year. Phil Maffa was hurt. It was Malik Davis, Jaden Blue, Javonte Williams. I think that's what they're going to do again. The Lunatic, I think Abanikanda has some speed, especially straight ahead. Yeah, I guess he does kind of run aggressive. Not enough for me. Not enough for me. If I'm the Cowboys, I'm going to really be serious about the running back situation. I'm going to go try to get me somebody better than him. I really am. I'm going to get somebody better than him. Hail Mary said Taylor Decker's a no-brainer if the price is right. That's me too. That's me too. All right, let me give you the ramifications here. What are the 2027? Because you got to think about Von Miller. Von Miller is as much of a 2027 move as he is a 2026 move. You already know where I'm going. I'm going to give you the no-brainer part. 2027 ramifications. Let me give you the no-brainer. Let me pull it up here. Let me give you the no-brainer part of the Von Miller deal. No brainer. George Pickens. No brainer. George Pickens. Von Miller tells me that there is going to be a conversation about George Pickens after the season ends. I believe it will proceed as follows. The Cowboys are going to throw the second franchise tag on George Pickens. They're going to throw the second franchise tag, and I think it'll be just like the first one. I believe it's going to be just like the first one. They're going to make it ridiculously high. They're going to make it 2 first-round picks again. The price for George Pickens went up, and the Cowboys are going to play the game because they know nobody is I don't think there'll be a team out there, for as good as George Pickens is, if they are saying they're going to go out there on that open market and get $40 million in the team, give up 2 first-round picks, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough, tough, tough. Tough. I believe George Pickens will be a Cowboy long term. Von Miller tells me that George Pickens' contract is the next contract they're going to do after the season is over. Season over, new season begins. Cowboys will put the tag on him, not so that they can keep him on the tag, but so that they can get him signed. George Pickens, I believe, is the long-term ramifications of saying, Von Miller, 1 season, and then we'll go next season and see what we're going to do. Yeah. That's the long-term ramification, I believe, of Von Miller. Because I do believe the Cowboys signed Von Miller with a long-term plan in place for George Pickens. A long-term plan for George Pickens. Then, and let me tell you something, it is Cowboys After Dark. Somebody said something to me that I thought was really crazy. They said that they believe the Cowboys could shock everybody. Sign George Pickens next season to a long-term deal. Let CeeDee Lamb play out the last year of his deal, where you get 2 years of CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens together to go for the Super Bowl in 2026 and 2027. And this person was saying to me that they believe George Pickens gets the extension and Lamb gets traded. I mean, that's way too far to look at. But if you think about it, you can see it happening. I mean, George Pickens is younger. Lamb will be, 29 going on 30? Don't mean he won't be able to still play. But the way Camden Brown has been playing, the way Ryan Flanoy is playing, Pickens, Camden, Ryan Flanoy, you trade George Pickens in 2028. You never know. Yeah, Jank fan, I guarantee you Taylor Decker's already in shape. I guarantee you Taylor Decker's already in shape. And the reason why I think he's in shape, because I think he already knows that at some point in this season, the phone's going to start ringing. Oh, I bet you Taylor Decker's already in shape. Already in shape. D-Cuz said, tell me what quarterback Pickens going to. I'm waiting. I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't. I don't think it makes sense for him to go anywhere. The Lunatic said this front office don't have a long-term plan on anything. I think they do on Pickens. Just like they had a long-term plan on Quentin Williams. No, they got a long-term plan. They do. It don't mean that long-term plan gonna work out. But I guarantee you the Cowboys got a long-term plan on George Pickens. They have a long-term plan. It don't mean it's gonna work out. No, Eric Gates, I'm telling you right now, Maxx Crosby meant you were not signing George Pickens. Not signing Maxx Crosby says you can still sign George Pickens if you want to. Because now you'll be in a situation to where the players that you want to develop, Jayshon Barham, Malachi Lawrence, they're going to be those players that you want them to be or closer to the players you want them to be. And now you can go and say, now we'll replace them in the draft. Because let me give you the second ramifications for Von Miller. Some people are always saying, F those picks. I don't think the Cowboys said F those picks. The Cowboys said the 2027 draft, just like everybody else is saying, the 2027 draft is going to be off the chain. This is what everybody's saying. And a lot of people have been saying that you don't want to give up draft capital in this coming draft. So the Cowboys, they own 2 picks The Jets will get the rights to whichever one of those picks wind up being higher. They got a second pick, third round pick. They don't have a fourth round pick. They don't have a fifth round pick because they also traded that for George Pickens. So they got a first, second, third, and they got 2 sixth round picks. They got 2 sixth round picks. If the Cowboys were to get Maxx Crosby, they would actually be down to a second, a third, and 2 sixth round picks, which would actually only equal up to 4 picks, which I'm pretty sure the Cowboys would probably do some kind of magic, find a way to maybe get a pick here or there, but they would definitely be out of that first round pick. And the Cowboys, if they would have got Maxx Crosby, I believe they make the same offer they made before. It would have been a first round pick and a second round pick. First round pick 2026. First round pick, 2027. Second round pick 2028 is what they would have done. What they would have did for Maxx Crosby. So the Cowboys aren't going to do that, and I think they're going to keep these. I think they're going to keep these draft picks. I believe they're going to keep these draft picks because at the end of the day, if worse comes to worse, the Cowboys can trade George, but I don't think they're going to trade George Pickens. I believe the plan is going to be to extend George Pickens. And Jerry kind of hinted, if you think about it, Jerry kind of hinted at extending or signing George Pickens to a deal when he was talking to Kay Adams. Jerry Jones hinted at it. So I'm not going to be surprised. But for me, those are the long-term ramifications. George Pickens is still on the table. George Pickens is still on the table. Because if you sign George Pickens, if you sign Maxx Crosby, George Pickens actually isn't on the table. He isn't on the table. But without signing Maxx Crosby and signing Von Miller, that means that your 2027 is still there. You don't have to do anything with it. It's still there. And if I were the Cowboys, especially now that you got Von Miller, don't touch that first round pick. I'm keeping it. You never know what can happen next season. Keep it. Keep it. You got Von Miller. If I'm the Cowboys, don't do anything else. Save that money in case you want to do something at the trade deadline. Keep that money if you don't do anything at the trade deadline. And I'm telling you now, George Pickens, if Von Miller is balling, I don't think they do anything at the trade deadline. And if they do, I don't think it'll be major to where they got to give up a whole lot to get it. But you never know. Miami could be sucking it up. The Miami Dolphins could be sucking it up by the time we get to the trade deadline. What if the Cowboys added Jordan Brooks? What if the Cowboys added Jordan Brooks? They go to Miami and Troy Aikman and say, your season sucks. You're 1-7, you're 1-8, or you're 1-7 or 2-6. Unless you go on a ferocious run, your season is over. Why keep Jordan Brooks? Why keep Jordan Brooks? Trade Jordan Brooks to the Cowboys for a first-round pick. I think it's that simple. How crazy would it be if the Cowboys got Jordan Brooks at the trade deadline? Jordan Brooks. And you pair him up, Von Miller, Gary, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Overshown, D. Winters. That'd be hardcore right there. But again, getting Von Miller, it gives you so many options. It does. It gives you a lot of options. It does. So I like it. I like what they're doing. I said it, and I've been saying it. Von Miller made sense. It was a no-brainer move. It was a no-brainer move. Let me see what Big Brad says. What's up, Big Brad? He said you can't say on one hand you wouldn't be mad, but then say you're against it. No, I can actually say both of those things because two things can be true. I wouldn't be mad if they got Maxx Crosby, but I'm saying the same thing I've been saying. You don't need a Maxx Crosby level defensive end to win the Super Bowl. I got facts on my side, Big Brad. You know why the facts are on my side? Because I'll challenge you and anybody else. Name me the top 10 paid edge rusher in the game that's won a Super Bowl in the last 10 seasons. Give them to me. I'll wait on you. Cowboys don't need a Maxx Crosby level of defensive end to go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. How do I know this? Because teams have been doing it for years. They've been doing it for years. Bottom line, they've been doing it for years. But again, you know, the Von Miller thing, I really think when you think about this in the grand scheme of things, the Von Miller pickup is a long-term look also for the Cowboys because Von Miller says, I got flexibility. I still can do something at the trade deadline and keep Von Miller. Or I don't do anything at the trade deadline. Maybe I don't do a big move at the trade deadline. I still will have money under the cap next season so that I can do something else I want to do. It's that simple. Von Miller was a great move. No matter how you slice it, Von Miller was a great move. Absolutely great move. Worley said Crosby out the picture. No doubt, he's out the picture. I agree. Actually, I don't even think he was in the picture after the Baltimore Ravens thing. I don't think he was in the picture. The lunatic said, Aaron Donald's come out of retirement. Oh, it's no doubt about it. He's coming out of retirement, I believe. The question going to be for them is the money. And I'm pretty sure they're going to figure it out. But Aaron Donald ain't coming out for no chicken feed, man. Shoot. Aaron Donald going to bust the bank on them boys. Aaron Donald going to bust the bank on them boys because Aaron Donald understands something. A Super Bowl is not guaranteed. Shoot, Aaron Donald, I'm telling you, I believe Aaron Donald going to bust the bank on him. And if he don't bust the bank, well, that tells me that Aaron Donald really believes they're going to win the Super Bowl. That's what that tells me. He tells me they think they're going to really win the Super Bowl. Yeah, Tommy Carter, I really do believe Maxx Crosby is more of a 2027 discussion. But again, man, the way Cowboys have been drafting and developing talent might not even be a question in. I Am Him said, I think Leofow did better than Sam in his normal position. That's the problem because Leofow was always at the QB. Yeah, you know, the big thing with Leofow is just a victim of what's his been now? 2 different defense coordinators, now 3. 3 different defense coordinators in 3 years. And now he's under a coach who's got a plan that really don't include him being a major part of it. And that's the same thing that Shotty said. He said, unfortunately. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It happens sometimes. You get a new coaching regime. This is what's happening over there, I believe, with Josh Sweat. They got a new coaching regime. The coach for the Arizona Cardinals loved Josh Sweat. I think that's, is it Montez Sweat or Josh Sweat? I always get them mixed up. But Sweat, who's over there in Arizona, the head coach or the ex-head coach loved Sweat. He brings Sweat over. He gets fired. They're saying that the new regime ain't so big on Sweat. And that's one of the reasons why Sweat wants out. And unfortunately for Maurice Leofow, he's not like Sweat. Sweat got a huge contract when he went to Arizona. Well, Maurice Leofow was on his rookie contract. Makes him even more expendable. It really does. You're not going to lose a lot of money if you give him up. So we'll see what happens. I still say they should have. I still say Rather than changing Maurice Leofow to an outside linebacker, I think they should have changed him into a safety. That's what I would have did. I'd have changed him into a safety, like Darren Woodson did back in the day. Changed him into a safety. Von Miller's 37, Tommy Solo. But understand, Josh Miller's in shape, man. Josh Miller is in shape. Man, he a different type of animal, man. Okay, D-Cuz Worley, so that's the deal, $7 million? Man, it's insane when you're 37 years old and you can even command $7 million. Wow. That is crazy. Telling you that boy Von Miller different. That man Von Miller is different. Yeah, I think we'll get the details on the terms of the deal. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I don't really see it. Yeah, I don't really see it yet. But very interested to see what that deal is. Yeah, Jack fan, it's over with, man. Cowboys said no, they were not going to get they're not going to get Maxx. Now, I don't know, 2027 could be different. But this year, Maxx Crosby is not even a consideration no more. Yeah, Chauncey Jones said, hey, I'm going to tell you something, Chauncey. Let's wait and see what happens today. I think there are going to be a lot of people. They're going to be saying the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. I think you're going to see the betting odds for the Cowboys go up about going to the Super Bowl. I think that a lot of people are going to start really tripping on the Cowboys. And again, what did I tell y'all? I don't think the Cowboys are done. The Von Miller moves tells me that the Cowboys, if they want to, they can still do more. I don't think it's done. I don't. Yeah, Extreme said the teams he plays. Let's see. Wait, hold on. The Lunatic said deal will be heavy incentive-based deal. Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, 100 Proof said Trigg will start week 7. You say he gonna start week 7. We're gonna see. Even if he doesn't, it don't matter. He gonna play. Even if Trigg don't start, Trigg is playing. He's got too much skill. Brevin Spanford is the blocking tight end. Michael Trigg is the most skillful tight end they have as far as catching the ball, run after the catch, all those things. No, they doing some things with him. Yeah, they're doing some things with him. Yamo said we're going to put that dart on the dirt week 1. Oh, yeah, I think Jack, man, you see how bad he looked? Eric Gates said probably incentives. Yeah, probably will be some, but because of his limited playing time, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a flat rate there too. A flat rate of somewhere around. I mean, the flat rate may actually be $7 million, and then the rest may be incentives. Because I don't see it being a $7 million contract with and that is including the incentives. I would believe it would be $7 million before the incentives. I mean, come on. I mean, Von Miller said put some respect on his name, and he ain't doing that. Von Miller said put some respect on my name, bro. Because, people do not realize something. I'm sorry, but Von Miller, for 37 years of age, man, I don't care if he was 27 years of age. Von Miller had an incredible season last year. Man, let me show you Von, in case some of y'all hadn't seen this. Von Miller had an incredible season last year. I don't care if he was 36 years old. Von Miller had a good... Look at what this dude did last year. Von Miller played in 17 games. He had 26 tackles, 16 solo, 10 assists. This dude had 9 sacks. Total 66 yards of loss. What? The dude had 36 pressures. I mean, when you break down what Von Miller did last year, Oh my gosh. Von Miller balled out, man. Let me see if I can show you this here. Man, Von Miller balled out. It is no doubt about it. If Von Miller does what he did last year, Von Miller is going to be an incredible asset for the Cowboys. This is Von Miller last year. The dude played 17 games. He only started 3 games. That's all he started was 3 games. Von Miller had 9 sacks. Count them, 9. That's more than all of the Dallas Cowboys last year. 9 sacks. 16 solo, 10 assisted, 6 tackles for loss. He had 15 quarterback hits and 38 pressures. Nah, bro. Nah. Von Miller balled last year. Absolutely. He absolutely balled. And this year, he's going to be on a better team. He's on a better team this year. Yeah, Von Miller, I believe, is going to be very good for the Cowboys. Because Jadeveon Clowney didn't even get us that kind of production last year. And we were begging for Jadeveon Clowney to come back. Man, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Man, this dude last year at 36, 9 sacks. It's crazy work. Shoot, if you don't call that, if you don't call that ball, I don't know what you call it then. When a guy only plays that many, a guy only starts 3 games, and he didn't even play the full game in those games. Very effective. Very effective. And I tell you this, shoot, way more effective than anybody we had. Way more effective. And again, understand, Von Miller, he's just here for a very specific reason. Rushing the quarterback. That's all he's here for. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all he's here for. And for that purpose, Von Miller is going to be great. That's all you need him for. You don't really need him for, because you already have players who can stop the run. Let me see here. I was trying to find. All right, let me pull this up. Think about this. Von Miller was the 19th best edge rusher in the game last year. Or, I'm sorry, he had the 19th most sacks last year. He's 19. Keep in mind, there are 2 edge rushers on each team. Von Miller at 36 was at 19. Do what? Stop it. Von Miller played better than just okay. Yeah. He played better than just okay, man. Von Miller played really well. And so he'll be good to go. I think Von Miller's going to be good to go. I think he's going to fit very well into the Christian Parker system. And I think as the season goes on, folk who are skeptical about Von Miller right now. Thank you, Lorenzo. That's actually what I was looking for. He only played 420 snaps last season. It's incredible. Man's production was really good. There's no other way to get around it, man. His production was really, really good. So the Von Miller thing, I said it yesterday. I said it the day before yesterday. Man, Von Miller just made sense. Just made sense. Bottom line, just made sense. So it made dollars and it made sense. It made sense. We got him. Ain't no use in us complaining no more. Amen. Ain't no use in complaining now. We got him. We got him. Ain't no point in getting him and complaining. Nope, we got him. We got him. So I want to check this out now here. This is our last segment of tonight. I want to check out Shannon Sharpe, boy. It's been pain in Shannon Sharpe lately. It has been paining Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is having to admit the Cowboys are doing things right. Is killing him. Is killing him. And I know he ain't going to talk bad. I'm sure of it. He is not about to talk bad about Von Miller. Let's see what these guys over here, let's see what they have to say about Von Miller. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up.
Yes! Here we go!
All right, let's see. I want to get the cut. Yeah, let's get that one right there.
Hey guys, it's your favorite Dunk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe.
All right, this is Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco talking about the Dallas Cowboys picking up Von Miller. Let's check it out.
Button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Georgia Cowboys just got a new weapon. What they got? Pro Bowler. Von Miller is signing with the Dallas Cowboys. Von went to DeSoto High School, matriculated at Texas A&M, is now headed to the Dallas Cowboys. Von is coming off a 9-sack season in the NFC East where he played with the rival Washington Commanders. Now he's on the Dallas Cowboys. Von posted a photo of himself. Dallas, let's make this one special. In the 40 jersey with the captaincy on. We'll see if he's the captain, but hey, something very special is trying to get brewing in Dallas. Joe, you like this move?
Hey, that's why I like to see Uncle Ocho. I like his energy. You hear me? Hey, let's get to it. You hear me? We need somebody who can get out to that quarterback, man. You can say what you want to say. If you ain't got nobody who can get out to that quarterback and make him speed up and rush a little bit, hey, man, listen. So welcome, Von. I'm sure this is a dream come true for him. As Cowboy Nation, man, we graciously, accept you, brother. Hey, we got work. hey, we got work to do though. Now we got work to do. We got work to do. Yeah.
Ocho, what you thinking?
Listen, I'm happy for him. Anytime you get to play in your home state for one of the best franchises of all time, hell, maybe the best, from a football standpoint, franchise of all time, right in your home backyard, family can come, they ain't got to fly nowhere, go right down there in Arlington. It's always a dope thing. And then for Von having the success he had last year and having a 9-sack season, I think maybe a year or two, maybe 3 removed from an ACL injury, and still being able to be productive like that at his said position, where at one point he was top 3 at what he did. So I'm happy for Von. I'm hoping he can bolster that defense and help them improve, especially when it comes to putting pressure on quarterbacks when they do play. That's going to be tremendous for them, tremendous for the Cowboys. Very, very good pickup. Very good. And this is another thing, Uncle Joe.
What's up?
What Jerry also has to understand is Jerry understands that window of opportunity is closing too. You understand that window of opportunity is closing, so you want to get pickups like this with impact players, not just bodies for camp, not just adding 53 to your roster, but somebody that can make an immediate impact right away, because that window of opportunity to try and win one after a 25 or 30 year hiatus is right now.
Yeah, I think this is no risk to the Cowboys. You're signing on a minimum salary. Anything that he gives you is a bonus. He can still rush the quarterback.
Yeah.
And if the Cowboys' offense is what we expect them to be, they should be ahead in a lot of these games. So it should take the run element out of it. A lot of these games. Now, obviously, there are going to be some games there's going to be nip and tuck, and they're going to have to come back. And the defense is going to have to make plays to get them the ball back. But I think with Von, I like Sam Williams. Before he tore his knee, he was a guy that could get pressure. Rashawn Gary seems to get off to these fast starts, and then he tapers down towards the end of the season. Ocho, we had him on, and in the first 7 games, he had like 8-9 sacks. And then he didn't get another sack the rest of the season. So they got to figure out what's going on with him, and why does he start so fast and taper better off, and why can't he sustain the level of play that he's having? Now, Quentin Williams just signed a big-time contract. They got Kenny Clark. They've got a lot of guys in there that they feel that can stuff the run, make a team one-dimensional. Because if you don't turn off their water with the run, you're not going to be able to stop them because they'll play action pass you and use the entire playbook to defeat you. So I like this pickup for Vaughn. I'm happy for Vaughn. I know he really wanted to go back to the Broncos, but they're so deep at that position. I wish he could have finished his career with the Broncos, but unfortunately that doesn't seem like it's going to happen. But he's found a home very close to his home in Dallas with the Cowboys, and I'm excited for him and see what, because he's still bendy. He ain't what he once was in Super Bowl 50. He is not what he was when he got to help get the Rams to the Super Bowl, but he still can pressure the quarterbacks. Could I see a scenario where he has 7 to 8 sacks this year? Yep. Based on what they have offensively, I absolutely could see that.
Yeah.
Joe, I know you're extremely happy about that.
Well, listen, man, anytime we can get some help, especially defensively, Uncle Ocho, y'all know, man, that's what we suffer the most. Offensively, we pretty good. But defensively, getting after their quarterback, causing hell, getting, like Uncle say, getting some hell raisers down there. Man, listen, that man back home, he going to show up and show out.
Yeah.
Hey, Ocho.
Yeah.
Like my boy say, Mortimer, we're back. We back, Ocho. We back, baby.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on. Let's play some games first. Now on paper, I know it look good.
Here you go. Dip it down a little bit.
Hey, listen, Joe. I'm talking good about you. Now, offensively, that's the Cowboys' identity. That's the Cowboys' identity offensively. Now, maybe you can stop the run. You got Von Miller, you got Quentin Williams, you got Kenny Clark, right?
Yeah.
But again, they're gonna test your secondary, Joe. I know you got Caleb down. But I'm saying they're gonna test your secondary. That's always been that's one of your weaknesses as well.
I agree.
So
I agree.
We're gonna see what Bland we're gonna get this year. What the Ron Bland we're gonna get. Can we get the one when Brother Diggs went out and he came in and had hey, Uncle, it seemed like every week he was taking an interception back to the house.
Oh, yeah, DeRon Bland?
Yeah.
DeRon,
Yeah, he need to get some seasoning to his game
get back
now.
to that?
Yeah, hey, the boys have got some experience under their belt, man. Look, we back, baby. If our secondary can hold up Uncle Ocho, they ain't got to be held worldwide or nothing like that there. You know what I mean? Be pedestrian, be pretty damn good. Like, we'll be all right, bro.
Yeah. Hey, it's not, hey, Joe, I like y'all. Joe, I ain't got no
You
problem
heard what
with
he said,
Cowboys.
Ocho?
What?
Huh?
Talk about if his secondary could be good. If a dog had a square butt, he poop blocks.
Come on, man.
But it's round, so we know what come out. We know how it come out.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
Ocho and I, we don't want you to get too high, Joe, because we don't want to have 18 weeks you being disappointed.
Nah.
We don't like
Hey, I don't care what happened, man. Listen, we ain't going for that this year, bro. I'm going to keep it real with y'all.
Right,
hey, champ, the Cowboys fans, look, I promise y'all, man. Look, if I had to go down there and talk to Dak, CD Lamb, and pick my damn self, you hear me?
Yeah.
Man, we're going to get something done this year, partner. You best believe that.
Okay.
What y'all get done,
I hear
Joe?
you.
Yeah, you know, hey. Just sit back, y'all watch the show, baby.
Okay,
Get your
I'ma sit
popcorn ready. Yes, sir.
sit back.
Diamonds on my neck, I bend. Yeah, that's what Von Miller going to be doing. Bend.
Boy, I did not know ISO Joe. Boy, I did not know ISO Joe was a Cowboys fan like this. Boy, this dude is a fanatic like us, man. This dude, ISO Joe is on it. He is on it, Starlight. He own it.
Yeah. Ben, yeah. Ben getting to that quarterback. Hey,
Y'all done started?
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something, boy. The last thing y'all wanted for them Cowboys to jump out, I'm talking about we jump out running. Ooh, y'all ain't gonna
y'all jump out like 7-0,
boy, y'all ain't gonna want to see me every Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
Well, y'all ain't gonna want to see me. Boy, I won't cut up on here.
Joe, listen, I'm happy for you.
You could probably start the season about 1-3.
No.
2-2 at the
Ain't
best.
Who
Nah,
gonna
ain't
start
happening.
1-3?
Nah, ain't happening.
Oh man, I don't know. You must
1
been
and
on that.
3?
Hey, you must have had some Laporte before you got on here tonight. You had to. Ain't no way in here. You.
Boy, ain't no way the Cowboys started. Ain't no way the Cowboys started 1-3 unless something has happened, man. Cowboys ain't starting no 1-3. They beating the Giants on the opening night. I believe they're beating the Commanders when they come back to Dallas in the second game of the season. We'll see what happens in Rio de Janeiro. It's going to be the first true test for the Cowboys' run defense. And then you're playing the Texans. Man, C.J. Stroud is playing like le trash right now. I mean, he is playing like le trash. We ain't starting no doggone No doggone 1-3. More like 3-1, if anything. Shoot. Playing he's starting 1-3. Hey, I don't even believe we're starting 2-2. Nah, we winning 3 out of that first 4. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind. We are winning those first 3 games. Listen.
Yeah, I already knew it.
Eric
Yeah,
Yates, you a Cowboy too. What you talking about?
See, Joe, I'm singing positive praises for your Cowboy, Joe. That's
Yeah,
offensively, offensively, Joe, ain't nobody finna touch y'all. Y'all got too many weapons. Too many weapons. Now, listen.
Especially with
again,
Camden Brown and Michael Tree.
your interior is solid. Yes. Your second level, I'm not so sure. Second level, I'm not so sure. And the secondary is even more of a question mark, even with you adding Caleb Downs. I'm not saying nothing bad, but I'm saying y'all gonna be all right. On paper, it look good. But on Sunday, everything on paper don't matter. What you gonna do between them lines, boy, when that whistle blow?
Yeah, and then if we were talking about them Bengals, Ocho Cinco would be telling you this bitch. Or if the Bengals would have got Von Miller, Ocho Cinco would be telling you they going to the moon, man.
Wait till the season start. Boy, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. We ain't gonna be nothing nice.
That right tackle.
Yeah, Dirty City love them
right
Bengals,
tackle.
man.
I mean, his last name's Steele, but be paying like paper mache. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you ain't lying, no Eb. We go 3-1. Hey, no Eb, watch what happened. You heard it from me first. Everybody said the Cowboys' schedule was hard. I've already told you, looking at it, I don't think it's as hard as people think it is. All these people were talking about the Cowboys and this hard schedule. Watch what happens when the Cowboys start running through that schedule. Guess what they're going to start saying? Oh, that schedule wasn't hard. You watch what I tell you. When the Cowboys start winning, all the haters are going to say, the same people were saying the schedule's hard, the Cowboys might win 6 games. When the Cowboys start winning, they're going to say, oh, the schedule wasn't hard at all. You watch what I tell you. You watch what I tell you, man.
We gonna find out, Joe. The thing gonna start up early in the morning.
We gonna see. We gonna get it right. Cause I think we start off on the road. I know we play the Giants.
Y'all on the road. Y'all play the Giants opening week.
Opening week Giants.
Hey, Joe, it's gonna be a good one, Joe.
Boy,
hey, Joe, you think y'all got an answer for Jackson Dart?
You think they got an answer for us? Here, you talking about? Talking about Jackson Dart. We ain't worried about no damn Jackson Dart.
Bro,
do they got an answer for us?
Hold on. Do y'all have an answer for OBJ, Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton? I'm just saying. I mean,
Scat Pack, old Scatterboo.
Scat Pack. Hey,
the Lunatic. I think they did some big favors on that.
Tonight must be comedy special night tonight, huh? Y'all tell it.
I ain't trying to make no jokes.
Y'all telling jokes tonight.
We got it at the end.
That's what we doing. We telling jokes tonight.
Hey, what's Slayton's first name? I don't
Darius.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Darius. And he done got, he a settled man now. He done got married. Oh, he might bust out with y'all about 100.
Hey,
Bobby,
boy,
Malik Neighbors need to be worried about playing the first game, let alone cooking somebody or putting them in the blender. And Malik Neighbors, shoot, he got some serious stuff going on with that knee, and I don't think they talked enough about it.
Hold up. Y'all seen what my boy Dak had to go through this summer? Boy, y'all don't think we finna come out here and lay five to somebody, boy? Yeah. But we ain't finna play no game. We pissed off behind that. Okay, Ocho, I'm just letting y'all know. Yeah.
Hey, Joe, I ain't never been to Jerry.
A relationship ended. It happens all the time.
Well, listen, now it don't happen like that. It don't happen like that a lot of time. Baby, we gonna come out gunslinging that thing.
Hey, you know what, Joe?
Happened. Man, Stack Jack called his wedding off. They're supposed to be walking down the aisle.
Yeah, I'm saying it don't happen all the time. Now I know about that one. I'm just saying.
No, it happens all the time. It's just not high profile people when you get reported.
Hold on, what happened? What you say, Unc? I ain't heard that one before.
Oh man, here he go.
Nah, I mean the wedding got called off.
Who?
Dak's wedding got called off.
I'm talking about you gave an example of somebody else though.
Oh, Stack Jack.
Yeah.
Steven Jackson. He talks about it.
Oh yeah, that was a good one though. That's smart.
Yeah, she wouldn't sign the prenup.
2 steps ahead.
You see the guy in Jersey. His wife, he offered a $723 million. She wants $6.2 billion.
What?
No
man, come on. You can't be with nobody like that, bro.
Hold on, time out.
I'm sorry, you can't be with nobody like that.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on. Rewind that back one more time and say that again.
There's a hedge fund guy in Jersey. It's being reported he offered his wife over $700 million in alimony and divorce proceedings. She said no. I want $6.2 billion.
Damn.
That's what's being reported.
Hey, Joe. Hey, that's crazy too, Joe. Because you got to think about it. Most of the time when you come into some money and you reach a certain level, especially if that person wasn't with you when you were shooting in the gym. You hear me? If that person wasn't there before you had that kind of money, you got to understand those that you're able to get, those that you're able to attain and have access to. Once you have money, 90% of the reason that you're able to get them or have access to them is because of what you have and what you can do.
Yeah, man, Uncle Nacho's crazy, man. They funny, man, when they talking with some sense. But they got something else that just came down. Let me see if I can find it here. They got another clip that came down. I didn't even know this just happened. Let's go over here. Let's go to Nightcap again. They actually, if I'm not mistaken, we'll see if this is recent. But if I'm not mistaken, they interviewed Von Miller. Let me see here. And it might have been on the big stream. But let me see if this is recent. Clarence Hill posted this earlier. So this actually looks like this actually looks like the same outfit. So this is actually recent. So check this out. This looks like the first, it might not be the first, but this looks like the first interview that Von Miller is giving since since he signed to the Cowboys. Breaking news. Von Miller talks to Nightcap about signing to the Cowboys. Let's check it out.
Man, they were the first team to contact me like a week before training camp. It had been like some talks about like the Cowboys like throughout the whole offseason, and it just seemed right for me.
So hold on a second. Cowboys held this real close to the vest end. He's saying that they called him before training camp. I see you, Cowboys. I see you.
When did you know that this was a possibility, and when did they finally close the deal?
Man, they were the first team to contact me like a week before training camp. It had been like some talks about like the Cowboys like throughout the whole offseason, and it just seemed right for me. I live here in the offseason. My mom and my dad are here. My kids are here. I always had a little blue on my heart since I was, a little boy, and
Right.
I always paid attention to the Dallas Cowboys, and my earliest memory of playing football included the Dallas Cowboys. I heard my daddy screaming in the back, and I ran back there to see what was going on, and he was screaming because the Dallas Cowboys had scored a touchdown. So that's my earliest memory of playing football, and to be back. Here to be back home is it's a dream within a dream. It's like Inception, the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. My dream has always been to play in the NFL and to play for the Dallas Cowboys. It's a dream within a dream.
And most of the time, I think about some of the people. I'm not sure why they say, "Oh, Von Miller's old." Oh, he not the same Von Miller of old. What do you say to those people, especially with you having a productive season last year? Having 9 sacks, being able to come to the Cowboys, obviously you being from down there in Texas, how you feel? How's your body holding up? How do you feel a few years removed from ACL surgery?
Man, they can say what they want to say about my on the field production, but there's no question about it. I am the best teammate in the history of the National Football League. When it comes to being a great teammate, I just know how to do it. I've been doing it for a long time. I know how to bring the guys together. I know how to win my guys, over. Every team that I've ever been on is not a guy in that locker room that'll say, anything bad about me. And that's what I care about. The guys that I work with, and I'll be able to do that here with the Dallas Cowboys. This is
one of the things that I absolutely appreciate about what the Cowboys have done. the Cowboys continue, and I know, there's been a hiccup here or there with Von Miller, but for the most part, Von Miller seems to be a very high character guy. He's going to fit in with this locker room, it seems like, perfectly. He's going to fit in perfect. So, yeah, this is going to be a match made in football heaven.
Can say what they want to say. I'm worth, 10 to 13 plays a game. I can win 10 to 13 plays a game, and that's with me not even stepping on the football field.
Right.
It's just the type of the type of knowledge of the game that I know, and to be able to get the guys to play around me to a level that they wouldn't normally play at. And that has nothing to do.
Whoa. That's what I'm talking about. This man just said he elevates the play of those people around him. Elder statesman seen it all. And knows how to play the game and will help the guys around him see things that they probably wouldn't see if he wasn't on the field. Yeah, this guy's going to play I'm telling you, about 15 snaps a game. He's going to show Donovan Ezaraku how to do it. He's going to show James Houston how to do it better. He's going to show Rashawn Gary how to do it better. This guy is going to ball for the Cowboys. This is a coach. This is a player and a coach.
With the type of, skill that I can bring on the football field. So being a great teammate, knowledge of the game, that's 10 to 13 plays a game, and then I can still walk into 8 to 10 sacks now. I could. That's just walking in.
Talk your shit, right?
That's just.
This man said walking in, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. And I guarantee you, he was talking this same stuff when the Cowboys talked to him. I guarantee he was talking the same stuff, all this stuff. The lunatic, he said, Von Miller matches shot. He compete every day in culture mantras. I said, yeah. The Cowboys have done a great job of getting these kind of guys, man. Yeah, because Worley, he said, so you saying you can play 30 snaps? Yeah, boy, you ain't lying, bro. Talk your stuff, Von Miller. Talk your stuff, Von Miller.
You need to win one, though, Von. You don't need to win 8 to 10. If you win one time a game, that's 17 sacks. 17 sacks, you'll be historically great.
And I'm going to have opportunities to do it, though. Like, we got one of the best offenses in the National Football League. I'm going to be able to play with the league, be able to play, up by 10, up by 13, up by 17 points. I'm going to have those opportunities. We only won 5 games last year with the Commanders. We got hit with injuries and a whole lot of stuff, but we only won 5 games, and I was able to walk into 9 sacks. So just being the type of player that I am, even at this stage in my career, I still feel like I can be effective.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, man. Let's see if I can get some more of that. Let's see if I can get the rest of this Von Miller thing here. It looks like it was on the live stream. Let me see if I can kind of sneak over to the live stream they did today. Let me see. Let's see if I can sneak over to the live stream they did tonight. Let's see. I think this is it right here. All right, let's see if we can get this Von Miller portion in. Here it is right here. All right, let's see if he said more than that, because it seemed like he said more than that. Maybe he didn't. Yeah, I see they got it marked out. Let's see.
Some boys. Hey,
Von, we've heard you guys talk about it. You, Sherm, you guys have talked about it. That you believe. A lot of people say 1983 is the best draft
stage of welcome in the NFL. And you don't want to leave too early either. So this is another opportunity to go out there and play.
3-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl 50 MVP. He's an all-decade player of the 2010, and he was Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2011.
All right, let's get some more of this in with Von Miller. Let's check this out.
Yeah. But it's some dudes out there, they dirty. It's a dirty world. It's a cold world. For the second time this summer, Aaron Donald was listed today as working out for the Rams on the NFL.
My heart since I was, a little boy, and CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, that I am, even at this stage in my career, I still feel like I can be effective. I can still walk into 8 to 10 sacks now. I could. And that's just walking in.
Yeah,
That's just walking.
talk your shit,
Yeah.
right?
That's just walking.
All right, is it still echoing? Shouldn't be echoing now.
You win one though, Vaughn. You don't need to win 8 to 10. If you win one time a game, that's 17 sacks. 17 sacks, you'll be historically great.
And I'm gonna have opportunities to do it though. Like we got one of the best offenses in the national.
Still echoing. Okay, well, I don't know why that happens. Hold on just a second. Okay, echo fixed now. Okay, gotcha.
National Football League. I'm gonna be able to play with, and I'm gonna have opportunities to do it over. Every team that I've ever been on is not a guy in that locker room that'll say, anything bad about me, and that's what I care about. The guys that I work with, and I'll be able to do that here with the Dallas Cowboys. They can say what they want to say. I'm worth 10 to 13 plays a game. I can win 10 to 13 plays a game, and that's with me not even stepping on the football field.
Right.
It's just the type of knowledge of the game that I know, and to be able to get the guys to play around me to a level that they wouldn't normally play at. And that has nothing to do with the type of, skill that I can bring on the football field. So being a great teammate, knowledge of the game, that's 10 to 13 plays a game. And then I can still walk into 8 to 10 sacks now. I could, and that's just walking in. That's just walking.
Talk your shit,
Yeah.
right?
That's just walking.
You need to win one though, Vaughn. You don't need to win 8 to 10. If you win one time a game, that's 17 sacks. 17 sacks, you'll be.
I mentioned this same thing earlier. But you're talking about a player that the only thing you're getting him for is to rush the passer. And if you're going to give him 15 shots at that per game, it wouldn't surprise me if Von Miller could get 1 sack per game. I'm telling you, if Von Miller stays healthy, book it. Von Miller will be double-digit sacks for the Cowboys. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it right now. If Von Miller stays healthy, Von Miller will get double-digit sacks for the Dallas Cowboys. There's no doubt in my mind. You're telling me this player is going to play 15 snaps per game, passing situations only. 15 snaps per game. And some of those games you may be playing with leads. He just gets to pin his ears back, go after the quarterback. You're going to give him 15 opportunities. I believe Von Miller can easily get 12 to 13 sacks. Easy. I believe he can get 12 to 13, 1 sack per game. I believe Von Miller could do it. I do. Ms. Major said I would put my money on that shit. Ms. Majors, come on now. You're not sold on Von Miller. Ms. Matrix, and the reason why I'm saying this, for as good as Jadeveon Clowney is at rushing the passer, I still say Von Miller is better. I think Clowney right now is better overall, run and pass. But I think Von Miller is better at just rushing the passer. I think he's better than Jadeveon Clowney.
Historically great.
And I'm gonna have opportunities to do it though. Like we got one of the best offenses in the National Football League. I'm gonna be able to play with the league, be able to play, up by 10, up by 13, up by 17 points. I'm gonna have those opportunities. We only won 5 games last year with the Commanders. We got hit with injuries and a whole lot of stuff, but we only won 5 games, and I was able to walk into 9 sacks. So, just being the type of player that I am, even at this stage in my career, I still feel like I can be effective.
But let me ask you a question. You get 9 sacks again, you walking away? Because I think that had a lot to do with it. I think if you'd have got 2 to 3 sacks, you're like, you know what? Yeah. I ain't got it no more. 9 sacks. 9 sacks. There are a lot of guys that are much younger than you, Vaughn, that can't get 9 sacks in the season.
Sacks, yeah.
I mean, it's it just depends. You don't ever want to be a guy that outstays your welcome in the NFL, and then you don't ever want to leave too early either, though. So this is another opportunity for me to go out there and play. I was hoping that the Denver Broncos would call, or Buffalo Bills, and none of those teams. Maybe I get another opportunity at that. But I can only take advantage of the present moment, and I got an incredible opportunity to play with a great team, great offense. I know Christian Parker really well. Rashawn Gary, Quint Williams, Kenny Clark. They all came to my Pass Rush Summit this year.
Yeah.
Donovan as a Rock, I know him pretty well as well. PJ Locke was my teammate in Denver. Javonte Williams. I'm familiar with a lot of these guys on this football team. They got one of the best offenses in the National Football League with George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott. So I got an incredible team to be around, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Hey, Vaughn, when you think about it, bro, you from Texas, you know, 2-time Super Bowl champ. What do you think it's going to be like, honestly? I'm a huge fan, by the way, and I'm a huge Cowboys fan, so welcome. What do you think it's going to be like, bro, when you suit up for the first time, getting a chance to run out there and really be a Cowboy?
Man, it's going to be dope. I don't think it really just has not hit me yet. Like, I was talking to my agent about 6 hours ago, and he was like, man, we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this. And it's still, like, it just didn't hit me yet. Like, I kind of knew the whole time. I had been given, like, hints on social media and, like, playing with the fans on social media about the Dallas Cowboys for weeks now.
Yeah.
So it kind of was always there, but, like, to really, like, go all the way through it, it still hasn't hit me yet. My very first game playing in Cowboys Stadium was last year with the Commanders. That was my very first time playing with the in Dallas Stadium. And, to be like a Dallas Cowboys full time, man, it still hasn't hit me yet, man. It's still like in that numb stage, man. But I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to get started.
Vaughn, you didn't play with that 51-48 game when Peyton,
Nope.
y'all had the boot.
No, I didn't.
That was okay.
Yeah, I didn't play in that one. My very first game.
Dang.
We lost Vaughn. We're here join back. But, I mean, look at this resume. 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP, all decades of the 2010s, 2011 Defensive Rookie of the Year. That is first ballot Hall of Famer. A member of that prized 2011 class with Cam Newton was the number 1 first pick, and you have Von Miller, you have Julio Jones, A.J. Green, Richard Sherman, Cam Hayward, Cam Jordan. All of those guys were in that draft. J.J. Watt were in that draft.
Damn.
That was an incredible draft. Oh, my gosh. Man, that was an incredible draft. Guru, after we hear the rest of Von Miller, Guru, I got the answer to your question. What's going on, Justice Singer? You said this made your day. Yes, sir. Hey, Guru, I got your answer. You asked, has there been a 37-year-old quarterback that has gotten more than 10 sacks? I got your answer. We're going to listen to the rest of this, and then I'll give it to you.
Yeah, they had some boys. That was a good year there.
Hey,
Vaughn,
that was crazy.
we've heard you guys talk about it. You, Sherm, you guys have talked about it, that you believe. A lot of people say 1983 is the best drafted class ever. You say, nah. When you look at our draft class from top to bottom, you look at Cam going number 1, and I was number 2, and you look at J.J. Watt, you look at Cam Hayward, you look at Cam Jordan. Justin Houston had 22 sacks in that draft class.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Is 2011 the best draft class ever assembled?
Man, I'm gonna go with that one all day. Cameron Hayward is in that draft. Richard Sherman. We got a lot of guys.
Cam Jordan.
We got Cam Jordan. We got a lot of Hall of Fame guys in that class. And the other one, they got Hall of Fame guys in that class too. But top to bottom, man, we got some players that have really changed, the face of football. And it's dope to be associated with those guys. I knew we had a special group whenever I was coming out. Having Marcel Darius and Cam Newton and Julio Jones and
A.J. Green
and Patrick Peterson, A.J. Green, Tyron Smith, J.J. Watt. Like, it just goes up and down the list. Up and down the list of guys that have had a huge effect on this game.
Mm-hmm. I have a question. Obviously, you've accomplished so much in this NFL. Based on your resume, based on your accolades, you are a Hall of Famer. If you could write the perfect storybook ending to your career, what would it look like?
Super Bowl.
I mean, obviously, the game is not fun no more. Like, unless you're playing in big time games. Like, once you experience, like, AFC Championship games, NFC Championship games, Super Bowls, divisional games, winning those games and playing those primetime games, like, football is hard, man. It's tough, man. And if you're not playing those games, it kind of don't have that sting no more. So, for me, I would like to continue playing in those games and continue playing the AFC Championships to have another shot at a Super Bowl. That'd be the best ending for me. I only need 3.5 more sacks to be top 5 in NFL history. So, 3.5 sacks, like, I can get that two and a half games, 2 games.
Yes.
You know, I can walk in.
What you at 130 and a half? I mean, get
138, 138 and a half, and I need
130 and a half, 11 and a half. Bond put you at 150.
Yep.
Now
yep.
you got Bruce at 2, got 205. You got Reggie at a 198.
Yep.
I think Kevin Green's next at 160 and a half.
I think you know I'm just gonna be realistic and optimistic at the same time. I can walk. So Michael Strahan, I can get Michael Strahan at 3.5 sacks. He's number 5. So I can get top 5 by when it's all said and done for sure.
I like that.
And you
hey, we
that.
locked in, baby. Hey, Vaughn, I'm gonna be locked in, baby. You know, I'm gonna be. Hey, I just need you to get out to that quarterback, man. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. Congratulations, man. Hey,
before you go, Vaughn, you mentioned you got kids. How old is the oldest now? Because they know what dad does. Now they get an opportunity to go to the game. And I think you got girls, so they in their cheerleading outfit. They got little cowgirl cheerleading outfits. They're gonna be excited. They don't have to leave. They don't have to go fly, get on the plane, and come see dad play. They can just get in the car and come see dad play.
Yeah, so my oldest, he's 5. Today was his fifth birthday.
Okay, you got a 5-year-old.
I got a 5-year-old, I got a 3-year-old, and I got a 7-month-old. So
there we go.
You know, my oldest is dope because when the Cowboys called, right, and I was on the phone and I was telling everybody, I was like, hey man, like, guess who called me today? Like, this was about 2-3 weeks ago, and my oldest son, he's paying attention, and I got on the phone with one of my boys, and I was like, hey, like, guess what team called me today? And my son said, the Dallas Cowboys called my dad. So he's at that age where. He's at that age where he's conscious of what's going on. So that's right. You know, that's what I always wanted for my kids to be able to remember and not just have to go to YouTube and see what type of player I was. So, for them to be conscious and aware is super cool.
Hey, Vaughn, I got a 4-year-old son over here, man. Hey, look, I'm trying to put this squad together. I might need your boy over here, man. You say you got a 5-year-old. I'm trying to put a squad together, man.
Yep, I got a 5-year-old. His name is Valor. My 3-year-old, his name is Victory. He was born on the same day as Super Bowl 50. So he was born February 7th, 2023. Then I got my youngest, her name is Virtue. She's 7 months. Her birthday was December 26th. So right after Christmas.
Wow.
Damn.
That's dope.
Well, Vaughn, I mean, I know that you got to do what you got to do with the Cowboys this year, but don't give up hope on the more Broncos.
No, I'm not.
I think you got one more round in you. You can finish up like your favorite unk did. I went back one last time. It didn't work out. I didn't get to the Super Bowl, but I got a chance to come home.
Man, I tried, man. You know, like I tried, and I've never been scared to get on the phone with the GM or text the GM or let Broncos country know that I'm still thinking about the Broncos. Like, I've never been scared. I never had too much pride or ego to let my teams that I played for before know that I'm still interested. And I did that this offseason. I did that last offseason as well. And we'll see how it going forward. But, I'll definitely end my career with the Broncos in some form or fashion.
Hey, before we get you up, this is the last one. We're going to get you out of here. You're the co-founder of Green Pastures Chicken. Break down the chicken business. And why these damn eggs so damn high?
So, my chicken company is Green Pastures Chicken. It's based here in Texas as well, right outside of Elgin. We have a pasture-raised, organic, non-GMO, humanely raised product. One of our biggest partners is Meat Church with Matt Pittman. He's the official pit boss with the Dallas Cowboys as well. So it was so many things that just made sense for me to sign with the Dallas Cowboys. We sell our chickens at Central Market here in Dallas. And other teams, like I could talk about Green Pastures Chicken, you had to get online to order it. Now you can just go to Central Market here in Dallas and go buy our birds. So it was just so many different things that made sense for me to sign with the Dallas Cowboys. But Green Pastures Chicken, they live a country club lifestyle. I think you can taste, the difference in our birds. And you can go to greenpastureschicken.com to really check it out.
So I'm gonna have to, when I come to Dallas, I'm gonna have to check them out because you were ag major at Texas A&M.
Yes, sir.
So,
Poultry
I know a
science.
little something being raised on the farm, so I know a little something about chickens myself. So, but Vaughn, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, man.
Yes,
congratulations, and stay healthy and wish you best of luck.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thanks, man. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Ocho. I appreciate you guys, man. This was cool.
Go Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
That's what we talking about right there.
Come on, man. Hey, come on. Instead of hating on me, man. What me and Bun can't, you know what I'm saying? Kick it like how we doing. I'm happy for Vaughn.
I ain't happy for you.
Damn.
I know. I know him 15 years. I just met you like 2 months ago. But congratulations, Vaughn. I'm happy for you. Tell the family I said hello, man, and we'll see you down the road.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, when you get that first sack, come back here and tell us about it.
I got y'all.
Yeah. Vaughn Miller, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, we locked in on you, man.
Yeah, we got us one. Yeah, we got us one with Von Miller, man. I'm excited. You know, no one else has to be, but I'm excited. I think I said it before. Von Miller made sense. I thought the Cowboys were going to get Von Miller, and the Cowboys got Von Miller. It just made sense. It was the smartest. It's the smartest move the Cowboys have done, or one of the smartest moves. Let me say the smartest, but it's one of the smartest moves because you already got a defense. I think it's obvious that the defense is going to be able to stop the run. The question was, did they have enough firepower that in these 3rd and longs, 2nd and longs, every so often on a first down, Von Miller comes into the game? Do you have someone that can get that quarterback pressure and, you know, hurry that quarterback along and get those quarterback sacks? I think you got that player now in Von Miller. You got that player in Von Miller. And let's think about last year.
Y'all messed up.
Let's think about this last year. You know, Von Miller let me show you. You know, I know people don't like these kinds of facts, but let me give them to you anyway. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you these stats anyway. And people don't like when you start talking about this. But last season, Maxx Crosby had 15 starts. Maxx Crosby had 15 starts. Von Miller played 17 games. He only had 3 starts. How many sacks do you believe? Who do you think got the most sacks? Maxx Crosby. Who do you think got the most sacks? Maxx Crosby or Von Miller? Who got the most sacks? Maxx Crosby or Von Miller? I'm going to show you something here. I mean, for as many people that were screaming and still talking about Maxx Crosby, I'm going to show you something here. And if you've been hollering Maxx Crosby, you're not going to like what I'm about to show you. I'm going to give you the facts. I'm about to give you the facts, Jack. I'm about to give you the facts. Because sometimes we get to hearing people sitting around crying about stuff, and we don't even really know what we're crying about. We're crying about something that somebody else cried about, and we didn't do the research on our own. I'm about to show you some stuff that blow your mind as it applies to Maxx Crosby versus Von Miller. Von Miller at 36 years old versus Maxx Crosby, who I believe is somewhere around 27, 28 years old. So let me show you something. You put a little bookmark here. See, these are the stats that nobody wants to talk about, but I'm going to give them to you anyway. Maxx Crosby played 15 games. He had 73 total tackles, 45 solo, 28 assists. He had 2 forced fumbles. He had 1 interception, first of his career. Maxx Crosby, for as much as people were talking about Maxx Crosby, he had 10 sacks. Maxx Crosby, 10 sacks. And we don't know what Maxx Crosby going to look like coming off that injury. We don't know what he's going to look like. And the question is, Guru, when did he get injured? When did he get injured? Oh, I know about his major surgery. But at the same time, we don't know what his production is going to be this year. This is why the Baltimore Ravens, at least one of the reasons, we know it was some other stuff in there too. But nevertheless, we don't know what Maxx Crosby going to be. Maxx Crosby has looked good playing against no competition. He's looked good playing against no competition. Let me say that again. It's easy for Maxx Crosby to do some of the stuff that he's doing right now. But when he actually starts going against another team that's actually pushing, pulling, blocking, guys going for his knees, going for the lower part of his body, how is Maxx Crosby going to hold up? We don't know. He didn't have a minor surgery. He had a major surgery. Nobody knows what Maxx Crosby is going to be. And for all the hoopla around Maxx Crosby last season, this dude had 10 sacks. Yeah, he had 10 sacks. Von Miller, with less snaps, only 3 starts, played 17 games, had 9 sacks. Von Miller had 1 less sack than Maxx Crosby. 1 less. I mean, I like, sometimes, man, we go crazy over this stuff. Because I'm always conflicted about quarterback sacks. I think it's a very overrated stat. Because people will be like, yeah, man, he got this many sacks. And then you go back and it's even worse. Because then you go back and look at who that player got those sacks against. And that's when it starts looking real ugly. Because for as much as you say a player got this many sacks, who did he get those sacks against? Who did he get those sacks against? All of that matters. Let me see if I can pull that up. When you start looking at stuff like that, you start putting stuff into perspective. See, it won't give me the breakdown here. Not at least in the way I'm trying to look at it. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, Maxx Crosby had 10 sacks. Let me see here. Okay, I got him right here. At least I say I got him right here. They don't have him the way listed the way I'm trying to get it. But okay, yes, it is. Okay. So when you start looking at who these teams get these sacks against, let's see what Maxx Crosby did. Maxx Crosby got 1 sack against Philly, 1 sack against Denver, 2 sacks against the Chargers, 1 against the Cowboys, 1 against the Jaguars, 2 against Tennessee, 1 against the Commanders, and 1 against the Wings. So he got about half those sacks, I would say, against good teams. Half of those sacks were against good teams. Philly was not a good team offensively, but they were a good team last year. Denver was a good team. Chargers, I wouldn't really say they were a good team. Dallas, we were a good offense, not a good team. But that's still pretty good to get that against Dallas, even though he probably went against Terrence Steele. Jacksonville was a good team. Washington was not a good team. New England was a good team. So we got those, half and half against good teams. But again, we start looking at this stuff. And that's why I say sometimes I believe that I just believe quarterback sacks overrated sometimes. I'm looking for the result of the sack. What was the result? Did it turn the game around? Did you win a playoff? Did it make you win a playoff game or something? And a lot of times these guys who are the highest paid edge rushers, they're sitting at home. They're sitting at home in the playoffs, and they're not doing anything. And if they make the playoffs, sometimes they're getting stopped in the playoffs. I wanted to go back real quick. Let me see here. I wanted to go back because, we were talking about. Now, I want to show you again. Somebody help me out. We say that Maxx Crosby was hurt in 2025. Well, help me with this part. Was Maxx Crosby hurt in 2024? Maybe he was. I don't follow him enough. Does anybody know if Maxx Crosby was hurt in 2024? Because in 2024, Maxx Crosby only had 7.5 sacks. Was he hurt in 2024? I mean, y'all tell me. So if I'm not mistaken, that looks like only 12 games. He only played 12 games I guess he only played 12 games in 2024. Because I don't really see anymore. That's 12 games. He only got 7.5 sacks. I'm not telling us he isn't good. I'm not even telling you that he's overrated. I'm just telling you this is what it is. And while we're going, people go crazy about Maxx Crosby and this, that, and the other. 7.5 sacks. 28 solo tackles, 17 assisted tackles. I don't know. Was he hurt in 2024? I mean, was he hurt? Let me go to 2023 real quick. I'm just trying to make sure here because I don't understand why that season has so little games. Okay, this season right here, it looks like it's 17 games. Yeah, that's 17 games. That's 14.5 sacks. So it looks like he might have been hurt in 2024. It looks like he might have been hurt because I only see about, what is that? I only see 12 games. I see 12 games. I see 7.5 sacks. Then I see in 2025, we're saying that he was injured. But I only see 10 sacks. I mean, we really be saying some things about a player, and I just wonder if we really know what we're saying about this player. Because when I look at that production right there, I'm not telling you that that production isn't good, but is that production really that incredible? To where we're saying, if those picks mortgage the future and bring in Maxx Crosby, I guarantee you the Cowboys looked at all these things, and with all things being equal, the Cowboys said, we can get more bang for our buck out of doggone Von Miller. I guarantee you that's what they said. We can get more bang for our buck out of Von Miller because we already have somebody that can stop the run. One thing we know, Rashawn Gary, good at stopping the run. Last year, Donovan Ezaraku, good at stopping the run. So if you already got that portion of your offense, the only thing you're needing is a pass rusher. That's all you're needing. And that's why I keep saying again, Von Miller just made sense. SENSE-CENTS. He made sense. There's no other way to get around it. And that's why I'm excited about Von Miller. I'm excited about Von Miller. I don't know about y'all. Shoot, I'm excited about Von Miller. I just think it was the perfect move. It was the perfect move for the Dallas Cowboys to get Von Miller. And we'll see as the season goes on. I think he'll see. I think we'll see what he is. But I think he's going to be pretty good for the Cowboys. The only thing you need from Von Miller, just like he said, you give me 10 to 13 attempts, and I'll get you a sack every game. That's not even counting the quarterback pressures. Yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm loving what we're talking about here with Von Miller. And so, man, I'm telling you, y'all just wait. It's 3:35 a.m. here over in the Metroplex. Y'all just wait until these man, I'm telling you right now, I bet you there are some of these people, they are already up. They are already preparing all the stories, all the stats. Von Miller, the Cowboys are actually practicing tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Cowboys are practicing tomorrow. Open practice. So we might as well, hey, watch, I say tomorrow, it's today. And I believe we're getting ready to leave Oxnard, California. We're getting ready to leave Oxnard, California. Oh, Guru, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Let me go back to that real quick. Thank you for reminding me, Guru. Guru asked the question earlier, and I got the answer, or at least I think I got at least part of the answer. Guru, Von Miller would be in rare air if he gets double-digit sacks after 37 plus years of age. He is in rare air. And I mean rare. Reggie White in 1998 recorded 16 sacks at age 37 for the Green Bay Packers. He won Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about legendary players here. Julius Peppers, 2017. 11 sacks at age 37 to the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, we're talking about legendary here, Guru. Rare air. Everybody remembers Bruce Smith, 2000, tallied 10 sacks at age 37 during his first season with the Buffalo Bills / Washington franchise. Rare air, man. I mean, these are household names almost. Kevin Green, 12 sacks at age 37 for the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, you talking about rare air here, bro. You are talking about rare air. It looks like Cameron Jordan may be in this list too. I see something here. And this is Cameron Jordan they're talking about at age 36. Yeah, this is Cameron Jordan at age 36. Too Tall Jones, 10 sacks, age 37. Chris Dolman, 12 sacks, age 36. 15 sacks at age 37. Chris Dolman, wow. That is crazy. And Cam Jordan, 10.5 sacks at age 36. He wasn't 37. And then it says if you extend this to the older players, 60 through 81, Andy Robustelli had 15.5 sacks at age 36. 12 sacks at 37, 14.5 sacks at 38. That's crazy work. Gino Marchetti, 11.5 sacks in 64 at age 37. Doug Atkins, 12.5 sacks in 1968 at age 38. Coy Bacon, 11 sacks in 1978 at age 36. 13.5 sacks at age 37. 11 sacks at age 38. Claude Humphrey, 15.5 sacks at 36. You're talking rare air, man. Yeah, Guru, you talking rare air here, bro. You talking rare air. To be at 37, even 36, but to be at 37 years of age and get double-digit sacks, I still would put, and I'm not a betting man, I would still, Miss Matrix, I would still place a bet on Von Miller with this current team and this current system and this current coaches. I would still be willing to put a bet on Von Miller gets 10 plus sacks. Because he's going to be playing with elite level defensive tackle play. Rashawn Gary is going to be on the outside. Christian Parker's system. And an offense that will probably be putting up some serious points. An offense that will put up some serious points. And Von Miller may actually find himself in some games where he's up by 10 points. Like yesterday, the Cowboys were up, 17 to 7, and the Seahawks had to pass the ball. You put Von Miller in some of them situations, he winning. Yeah, you put Von Miller in some of them situations, yeah, he's winning. He's absolutely winning. So I really like Von Miller's chances of getting those double-digit sacks. I think Von Miller is going to play a huge part in the Cowboys' success. I think he's going to open it up for Rashawn Gary. I think he's going to really, really add some things to this Cowboys defense, and I think we're going to be excited. Yeah, I think we're going to be excited. What up, Terrion Wallace? He said, I'm not even worried about Von getting that many sacks at this point in his career. I just want him to pressure the quarterback enough to force turnovers. He will. Yeah, he will. Chef Pope said it was a tough play game back then. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think the NFL has always been tough. A lot more finesse now, though. A lot more finesse. Still a tough game. And I think what makes the game tougher today is the speed of the game. I think it makes it dangerous, actually. A little bit more dangerous because of the speed of the game. Some of the collisions are a lot higher because of the speed of the game. So, yeah, I think that's some of the things. But yeah, again, Guru, boy, if Von Miller gets double-digit sacks, he is in rare air, man. He is in rare air. And I know he's gonna hit that top 5. I mean, you only need 3.5 sacks. Man, Von Miller might actually get that the first game of the season. They are playing the Giants. Von Miller may absolutely terrorize the New York Giants. I'm not going to be surprised. Miss Matrix, I'm not going to be surprised. Miss Matrix, I think that I think Von Miller may terrorize the New York Giants. I really do. I think he's going to terrorize them. Absolute terrorize. Terrorize them. They got a good defensive line. Their offensive line, there's a lot of questions for the New York Giants offensive line. A lot of questions for the offensive line for the New York Giants. And so, I mean, I believe the Cowboys going to go after them. They're going to get after them. So, we're going to see what happens. But, man, I'm going to tell y'all something. I thought I was dreaming when they flashed across. You ever be on YouTube and you always got these people with these clickbait type of, posts and stuff and thumbnails? Man, I thought it was clickbait or I was dreaming because I was kind of dozing in and out. I thought it was a dream when I saw Von Miller come across that screen. And I was doggone Von Miller. I saw Law Nation up there. Then I saw Voch Lombardi, and I said, this is real. This is absolutely real. And the Cowboys, I just don't know why we are not, and I know some of us are, but man, we have to be ecstatic right now. I never thought up until when we got Brian Schottenheimer. But to watch the Cowboys and how they've been moving, especially this season, good times, man. Good times. That's all I'm telling y'all. Man, this doggone team is looking better and better every day, and I don't think they're done. Still Hero said Cowboys D-line is scary. I agree. I don't think they're done. Oh, Slick 8116. I'm not agreeing with you. I believe Von Miller does still require a certain level of respect from teams. I do. I'm not buying that. I do think when teams see Von Miller, I mean, I don't think they're looking at Myles Garrett. I think they know though they're looking at Von Miller. An older edge rusher who can still bend and who still got a lot of speed and a lot of hustle. Nah, I think, he ain't fell off the boat like that. Yeah, he ain't fell off the boat like that. So, Yeah, I'm liking this whole thing with Von Miller, man. Cowboys fans, boy, we have every single reason to be excited. Every single reason to be excited. Yeah, Terrion Wallace, you said first round. That ain't good enough. Unless he one of them kind, you take him out the package and he balling out. But he ain't gonna be able to deal with that experience the Cowboys have. Not no rookie. Yeah, not no rookie. Tommy Solo said, Lamb, where's number 88? He's not going anywhere. Well, for sure he ain't going nowhere over the next 2 years. But the Cowboys, man, I'm telling this Cowboys fans, Von Miller 1 year deal. That's an all-in move. It might not be all in by the definition of some. But to sign Von Miller to 1 year, you don't do that unless you think you have a chance to go to the Super Bowl. You don't do that. If you think you're still building and you need a bunch of players, you just say forget it with Von Miller. But if you're looking at what you've been seeing and evaluating this team, you're looking at this team saying, we don't need Maxx Crosby level. I think if we can just get Von Miller, we'll be competing. We'll be competing. Barlows, you say you thought it was going to 5:30. Nah, not enough content on there. Yeah, and I think I probably need to hit the bed because, man, I kind of got my sleep off now for the football season, which I'm going to actually let it remain off because I want to do Cowboys After Dark now that the season is starting. But if I stay to 5:30, Barlows, I'm going to be hallucinating, man. I tell you right now, I'm going to be hallucinating, man. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of sleep over the last 3 or 4 days, but that's all right, man. It's all good for a good reason, or at least you asked me, it's for a good reason. But yeah, man, I'm excited about Von Miller, and you know, I'm gonna probably go to sleep around 4 or 4:30. But boy, when I get up today, I'm telling you right now, Cowboys are gonna rule the timeline today. And I'm sure Jerry's going to be out there at Oxnard. He's going to be talking about Von Miller. And actually, Von Miller's already been out there at Oxnard, California. So he ain't got to fly out there. So I will not be surprised if we start seeing Von Miller press conferences tomorrow. I think we'll probably get 2 or 3 of them. People who are out there at Oxnard, California. And I'm pretty sure he'll be getting his interview at DallasCowboys.com. Christian Parker, Brian Schottenheimer, the Joneses. I think they're all going to be talking about Von Miller. And you watch what I tell you. The Cowboys tomorrow, you're going to see even more excitement and pep in their step because this Cowboys team, if you don't think they're excited about getting Von Miller, even at 37, they got a lot of respect for this man. They got a lot of respect for this man, even at 37. I'm putting respect on his name, even though Miss Maxx was telling me don't place no bets on him. Miss Matrix said it's a bad bet to bet on Von Miller. I think we're gonna be all right, Miss Matrix. I think by mid-season you're gonna be saying you said he was gonna be good, G. I think he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be good. But I also think he's gonna help Mike. I think he's gonna help Rashawn Gary. The more talent you put around Rashawn Gary, the better Rashawn Gary is. There may actually be teams who will decide they're going to single Gary and double Von. And I still say if they double Gary, I think Von can beat single. I think Von can beat single blocks. I do. I think he can beat single blocks. I do. Guru said not quite. He said we still got questions at linebacker. I think we good at linebacker. D Winters, Overshown. You're talking about interior linebackers because the outside linebackers, I'm good. You got Gary, you got Houston, you got Ezra Raku, you got Malachi Lawrence, and now you got Von Miller. I feel good about the outside linebackers, Guru, where I would probably be a little bit more concerned on the inside linebackers. Because really the inside linebackers to me is where you got all that youth in. You know, Jayshawn Barham, you do got D Winters, you got Overshown, you gotta hope he stays healthy. Justin Barron, Shamar James. It's the inside linebackers, if we were gonna be concerned, That's probably the concern, because you don't have as much of that, I guess what you call that total veteran depth in there. I don't think you really have that inside. So, yeah, that's the true test, Guru. The true test is the interior linebacker situation. Chef Pope said if we get Thibodeau from New York, you never know. Von Miller is going to allow them to make more moves. That Quentin Williams deal is going to allow them to make more moves. We're going to see. We're going to see. But I tell you what, Cowboys fans, I'm here for it. Y'all here for it. We're going to be here for it. We're going to get us a little bit of sleep. We're going to be back up, and we're going to be reporting again. We'll be back up again around 4:30. I'm going to be with the best plays, all the interviews, analysis, anything you name. We're going to be back today around 4:30. Y'all get some sleep. Get ready to get off work. Get ready to go to work, whatever you're about to do. God bless you. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys. We talk facts. Peace.